What's up, guys? Welcome back to Uncut. Today we have a very special guest with us, a friend of ours from Long Island, New York, goalkeeper Daniel Alzate. So,
Welcome, Danny, to have you. We're glad to have you here today, and just tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey.
Well, first of all, it's an honor. Everyone go follow Uncut 90, upcoming podcast. And 100%, my man. Nah, man, I'm just a kid from Huntington, New York, man. Raised by Colombian parents. And yeah, man, I started playing just on the side when my older brothers were just playing in this local leagues, just kicking around with the other kids. And then, yeah, I started my first, I guess, team was the local like YMCA league.
okay, go, continue.
Mhm.
I was gonna ask a question, but I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna save it for later.
It was like the local YMCA league, and I was playing like as a right mid and with my long ass hair. They
That's,
would call
that's,
they would
that,
call me
that,
Mini Messi, bro. But and I had a pair of gloves, and the net would be like this big, and I would dive outside the net. I just was always naturally just diving around. But yeah, no, that's the first team I started with, the
so that
local
so
YMCA league.
so like at what age you were like, all right, I'm not a midfielder or a right winger. I'm a goalkeeper. When did that all start? In
7 years old.
7 years old. So you already knew that that's what I'm gonna be.
Yeah, because before like my brothers played on Albertson, so they always
Yeah.
practiced at Hofstra. And the coach, shout out Danny Leone, he's
Oh,
probably the
I
best
know
coach,
Danny. That's yeah. He
best
yeah.
coach,
But I heard really good things about him. So
Peruvian as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, of course. My
Sheesh.
paisano,
Yeah.
paisano too, bro.
But yeah, man. One day he just told my dad like, "Hey, like we need a goalie," and I was playing with like some '03 kids, '02
Hmm.
kids at the time. First time I played goalie in, like with like decent competition. We're playing
Okay.
a Hofstra bubble, and I just hop in there. First half they score like 6, 7 goals.
Damn,
Yo,
I
I
thought it was
mean,
gonna be like you made some good
yo,
saves.
hey,
I thought
like
gonna
I
be
made
like,
some saves, but like they scored a lot of goals on me at halftime. Look at my parents. I take off the gloves. I'm crying and stuff. Like
oh
I'm like, I want to
shit,
go
bro.
home. My dad's like, no, vas a jugar, bro. Hay que seguir, eh? Come on, just tell me in Spanish,
Yeah, yeah,
bro.
of course, of course.
And like I continued the game, made some saves. We got smoked, but the
Okay,
coach did it on purpose. He just put us against older kids, I
okay.
guess to challenge us, to teach us to play
Yeah.
faster. And yeah, basically after the game, he's like, "Hey, like, do you want to be a goalie for my team?" Or because their goalie got injured. And ever since then, like I started playing tournaments with them, and I would be a goalie, but still, like I remember there was this one futsal tournament I played, and I didn't win the best goalie of the tournament was because I was like, I still love to play on the field. So I went
Okay.
up top, scored a couple goals, and I didn't win the best goal of the tournament just because I didn't play every game.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So what was like the first after that? What was the next team you joined, or did you keep playing keeper after that? After playing for your brother's team, and I mean in Hofstra?
Yeah, so basically after that, like my team at Albertson, like before we really joined Albertson, it was kind of like an affiliate in a way, like Minio Portuguese.
Okay.
And I played with like kids like my age, like '04, '05, '06, around that age. And then after that, we just continued. We ended up joining Albertson, and I left Albertson around like 11, 12 years old, and I joined New York Cosmos Academy for a year.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I didn't even know they had an. I didn't know they had an
New York
academy.
Cosmos had one. I think it was was it with New York Cosmos Gachi, or is it was just New York Cosmos?
No, no, my brother played for New York Cosmos. Got you, my
Yeah,
brother
because it was
Santi.
like they basically put together a team, or they were just affiliated
Yeah,
or something like that. So I remember that one, but I don't know. So you went straight to New York Cosmos, not New York Cosmos Gachi.
yeah, just straight New York Cosmos, like the actual academy. Like they gave us like all the tickets and stuff. It's when Joe Barone was still alive. Rest in peace.
Oh, rest in peace, yeah, Joe Barone.
But basically, a nice guy, like telling us like, hey, like you guys got a future. Like very nice guy, very humble. And basically, I was there for a year.
So you got taken there already as a keeper. They wanted you there as a keeper, or
Or you
Yeah,
were
this is when I was like now sixth grade, no, seventh grader. So actually at Albertson, my boys got mad at me because like I played with a couple boys in my town. Shout out to my boys Arnold and Hyro, and even Coach Danny got mad at me a bit. But my boys like we were in middle school at the time. They're like, "Oh, you're a traitor. What are you doing in
yeah,
class?
bro,
Like
yeah. At
we
that,
have a good team." But then, bro, Albertson was expensive. Like they were helping me out, but like still mad expensive. That's
yeah,
in the
of
youth
course.
soccer. And Cosmos was a full scholarship, everything paid for. And yeah, and when I ended up trying out for them, I made it on like I believe the first tryout, first or second tryout. They just
as a
came up
goalie.
to me after, yeah,
Oh, so
as a
okay, as a
goalie.
goalie.
So yeah,
All right, so you went to New York Cosmos till what age was that?
I just did one season
One
for
season. What
goalie.
age was that?
Seventh grader when I was 12.
Okay, and then after that, where did you end up going?
New York City FC Academy, 8th grade.
Okay, nice. Eighth grade, New York City. How did that happen? You played Cosmos. You played against them. What was that like?
Yeah, so basically at that time they didn't have my age group. So
Okay.
like they were just scouting players in the pool. When I was a sixth grader, still playing for Albertson, I put in the New York Cup final at the HBC. I don't know if you guys have been there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 And I played and like the scout, you probably know the guy Ugo.
Yes. Is he from Merovo?
Yeah, he used to be at Metal.
Yes, I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
him. I've met him before when I tried out from
Sounds so
Merovo.
familiar, but
yeah. But basically,
You definitely
Yeah,
seen him.
right.
He's at New York City FC now, or he's been at New York.
was.
City. Oh, he was,
He's not there anymore.
but he went from Merovo to New York City FC. So I think, right?
Yeah, he was basically I know he was working I think with the O2s at the time because at that time they only had like Johan's here and then a younger age group. That
Yes.
was it.
Okay.
But he scouted me after the game. We lost the final, and he said, "Hey, like I like the way you play. We're having a talent ID center. Come." I ended up going in the summer. I did my thing, but the academy wasn't around yet, so I just played Cosmos a season, and then around April or May time, like or even before then, like he would come to watch because he was a scout. He's always like check up on me. Hey, how's everything? Like keep doing your thing. You're playing good. But I came to find out that like I believe I was like a backup option because my
Oh.
teammates like Cooper Flax. I don't know if you met him.
yeah,
before.
and I played with his brother, Matty Flex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played with him.
Oh, he played at
100%.
NYCFC Cooper Flex.
Yeah, he played at.
Oh, I didn't know
played with
that.
him.
I didn't even know. Like
I just met him
Matty Flex had a
recently.
brother. I met Matty Flex, not at Cooper Flex. I think he's in Wake Forest right now.
Yeah,
He's killing it.
He's
Yeah,
cooking.
I'm like, I didn't even know. I was like, damn, bro, Matty Flex had a better brother, bro. We should have got that.
How old
guy.
is he's your age, Matty?
He
Flex?
was a 98, 97 from what
Oh,
I
okay.
know.
I heard
Where
was
did
a
he play?
baller, bro.
Who?
Matty?
Matty was good. Matty was good. He was really good. But I mean,
He played with you guys. Played
Yeah,
on the
he
same
played
team?
with- yeah,
Where'd
we
you guys
played
play in the same team?
we played in Albertson. That
Oh,
was like my
so when you
last
went to
year, yeah.
Albertson.
I went to Albertson like my U18, 19.
What
That
a
was-
club, bro.
Yeah.
So-
It was a really nice club, but unfortunately they I don't know what happened to them, but it is what it is now.
Hmm.
So where were you at? You were
So I think you were with Cooper Flex.
Yeah, so basically me, I'm trying to remember. Me, Cooper, this kid named
He was actually playing with New York Empire. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, he
right?
was.
Yeah,
He was-
yeah. That's how I met him.
Okay, all right. So
That's how I
like,
met him
I'm trying to
recently.
think,
Met him.
like, no, sorry, yeah. All right, and
Yeah, now me and a couple of my teammates, we end up getting scouted. But like I believe they got their email earlier because like we would talk about it like at the Cosmo Price. Like, oh, you got the email from City.
oh snap! So you guys were just waiting like
For
like to see
response.
the
Yeah.
response. Check your emails. That's what I
And
always say.
basically, like I know they were talking about it, but like they got theirs like they knew earlier than me because apparently this goalie, his name is Kieran. He's cooking up at Rutgers right now. But I believe they offered him and maybe another goalie, but he ended up joining Red Bull. And then the spot was kind of open for me, so I believe I got the email later. And then when I saw that, I was mad hype. My parents showed me. I was like, oh shit, like,
Everything paid for?
everything
Oh,
paid
that's
for.
the best. That's the best feeling.
And like, bro, at that time, like New York City was with Pirlo and Lampard, I believe.
Okay,
And
okay,
the
okay.
video.
All right.
And the VBA had pulled
And
up.
when I watched the first game at Yankee, I remember telling my parents, "I watch, I'm gonna play for the team." And then I believe a year or two later, I ended up joining the academy. That's what I'm saying. Like the way you speak, bro, or the way you think about
Of
stuff, you
course.
think about it big, and you work hard towards it. You can do anything, bro. Have that faith. But
Always
yeah, that's
up.
how I started, bro.
So you ended up in New York City FC, and I know Tristan was there for New York City.
He was there
Remember?
during. You played with Tristan?
I joined like I would watch him on YouTube. He was older, and I would watch the GA Cup videos. Him,
Yeah.
Gio
So
Reyna.
I remember he would. I think he won back to back, or no, he just won one.
I think they just won one.
One, okay, because I know that New York City FC won it back to back, but I don't know what year it was. I know he won one, but
Yeah.
So you joined the New York City FC at what year was that?
You said you were 8th grade, right?
Eighth grade, right?
So probably
Going into
around
8th grade, you were
That
playing
was
the
that
season.
the first academy team, or they had established like the first team, second team, because I know like they didn't really start like having like divisions. It was just like one group
Yeah.
and that's it.
at that time it was Johan's age,
2000s.
so around like 2000s. Then they had a year younger, and then they implemented like a 2003 team,
Okay.
a 2004 team, 05 team, and I believe a U12 team, so like a 06 team.
So how did your first season go?
Nah, man, I'm telling you, the preseason, like when I went into it, I'm telling you, complete underdog story. Like they already had like their set goalie because I think they went to like like a pre-GA Cup tournament.
Yeah, usually with those teams, like they already know, like, oh, I know, I want this guy, I want that guy, and then
Yeah.
that's literally that's basically.
And they went to like a pre-GA Cup like tournament. And obviously I wasn't in like they didn't invite me or nothing, you know. So and he was already favored in. So we went to South Kent, like some boarding school all the way up in Connecticut, bro. Like in the middle of nowhere. Funny fact, like my dad got pulled over, bro. He like crossed like the dotted line or the dash line, you know, on the highway.
Yeah, that.
Oh yeah. The HOV.
Yeah, something like that. And the cop, like, so we got there a little late, bro.
Oh,
'cause my
fuck.
pops got
The
pulled over,
upstate
bro.
cops don't play, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Damn. So that kind of looked bad, or
I mean, it's not like I got there super late, but
Oh,
it's just a
okay.
funny story I look back on, bro. But I'm telling you, in the middle of nowhere up in Connecticut, and that's what I'm saying, like, all those guys were there. Justin
Yeah.
Hack, Gio Reyna, Tavon, Scally, all those guys were up there. And, bro, seeing that just in person for the first time, I was like, bro, like, this is it, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, overseas, you know, still a million times better. But still, like, as
Yeah,
a kid
of
just
course.
from Huntington, it was like, damn, like,
nah, after
You
going
do
to the
it.
stadium and stuff too, and
hell yeah.
then joining the academy.
I just feel like when you join a professional team, it doesn't matter what age group it is, you have that like professionalism. Like,
Yeah.
like for example, when I played in Red Bulls, I didn't even play for Red Bulls. I went to practice because they asked me for like 3 years in a row. But
Mhm.
just to make it short, I did go to the training gear. Everything was so professional. So I feel like just being in the atmosphere is like, damn, this is what it feels like to be a professional. You
No,
know, compared to like if you go to a regular club, I'm not saying that it won't be the same, but you know, you're playing for Red Bulls.
Compared to like going to Flushing High School Friday
Flushing High
night,
School, Friday night, playing
Yeah.
paying
indoor.
entrance at the door.
Yeah, with your big chain.
definitely.
With the big chain.
So stuff definitely changes, bro.
Yeah. So you went inside that room and you just felt like a crazy atmosphere where all these players that I know some already are professional players. Like, how did that feel like when you?
No, it was like,
Wait,
again,
so what was that for? Sorry.
it was
That was like a
preseason.
preseason
Okay.
camp. It's like a preseason camp, right?
U14.
Oh, like a camp.
So
Oh.
U14, yeah, so 04, 03, and then all the older age groups went. I don't think the younger kids went, like the U12s. But like we're all just there, just like in bunk beds and all that stuff. And like, bro, like I'm telling you, like I remember we did a specific training session. I'll never forget. And we were doing like PK small sided, and I lost. And like I didn't save like a couple PKs. And I remember one kid was like, "Man, that's why the other goal is better than this guy." Like, he said under his breath, and I
damn.
heard him, and I was like, "All right." I was like, "Watch." And then a couple months, like, that's what I'm saying, an underdog story, because like at that time you're splitting halves, but like usually like the I guess, or if it's a tough team, like the starting goalie will play the full game.
Yeah, of course.
Or he'll maybe finish out the game.
Yeah.
Or yeah. So like basically like I heard that little slick comment. I was like, you know, calm. Like
Can you say any name? Do you remember who it
I
was?
don't remember who it was, bro.
But let them remember. But this is why I come back for when we started, right? This could either change you or just lose your whole entire confidence, because if there's other people that hear that comment, like this is why the other girl is better than you,
Mhm.
you're confident. You're just now nervous. You're scared. You don't know what
Yeah.
you want to do next. Like you don't even know if you want to come back anymore. So it's like
Yeah.
either one, you did his route, his underdog story where he surpassed that comment and got to where he was at that moment, or
Or I guess you just
fade
fired
away.
up. It gets you
Nah,
fired
I
up.
got me
Fade
fired
away.
up.
I bet.
I bet exactly. I mean, that's what
I
happens.
bet.
Do you remember the name or not?
I do. That's my boy. I'm chill with him now. You know, you're young. You say so, but
Nah, yeah.
my
Nah,
boy.
of course. Like it was like you 14, right? So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it happens.
It's a
bro. It
competitive
happens, yeah.
environment too, so
I
it's
think it was my man. His name is Jared Malango.
Sure, Malongo.
He's playing in Spain right now. Shout out Jared.
All right.
But,
fire.
I believe he said that.
Nah, we're gonna have to tag him
We're
in
gonna have to
this.
tag him in this
I'm gonna
and be
tag
like,
him in this clip.
Well, I'll tell you that it fired me up because like I've always like in goalie training, like there's been some times, you know, you try to be nonchalant, you don't really want to train, but 99% of the times I'm always just the one that's trying to work the hardest. You know, I'd always try to get in the front of the line or do the extra rep or just really push it because I'm like I'm undersized. You know, like I gotta really show out because like if not, then
How tall were you there?
bro, I was
And compared to the other keeper,
nah, we're similar height.
similar height. Okay, how tall were you guys?
I was probably like 5'4" at the time.
Okay,
That's pretty good. Just
For that
our
age, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like 4'9".
But at that age, like 8th grade, people start hitting
As a
like their.
striker.
I feel like most kids start hitting their growth spurt,
Yeah, bro,
right?
I had a teammate that was like, bro, this is cold, bro. Like a couple teammates are like, damn, like, bro, what are they feeding him at home?
Yeah. All right, so you said I bet this guy's talking shit. What happened after that?
No, it's not like I checked him or anything, but
Nah,
I
I know,
just took
but
the note.
yeah, of course.
But basically, yeah, like I ended up finishing out the preseason doing well. And then yeah, like let's head into the season. And the best thing about
You're good, bro.
I was choking with the water. My bad. So you in
I thought you were
preseason?
getting sick. I'm like, bro, you have an Under Armour on. How you getting sick?
About to go play right now. So you're in preseason. You heard that comment, and what happened next? Sorry.
yeah, I just got fired up, bro. Just worked 10 times harder, and then but the best thing about preseason, especially with those clubs, bro, the free cleats, bro. Everyone's lining up to get the free
Adidas, right?
Adidas. Here's the thing, like I'll get the free Adidas. The only ones I really remember wearing consistently were the white and red Predators. Where
Predator. I was just gonna say
That was that year, right? I think
That was the year
Predator.
after,
Did you guys get like a Adidas truck coming in or no?
Nah.
It was like. Or I remember when we were met over, the Nike truck pulled up.
That's fire.
That was fire.
Yeah.
It was a Nike truck came on, and then you'll see all the cleats, but that was like Superflies, right? That year, Superflies were fire.
Ooh, damn! I remember those days.
I should have never changed my
That's when the Superflies
Yeah,
and the Magistas came out.
Magista
Right?
came out, yes,
with the new
yes,
knit.
yes.
Yo, that shit went crazy.
Yeah.
But
That
sorry,
was
yeah.
the
I need to get those boots. I need a couple retro. I love retro cleats.
Yeah, those. I feel like those are the best ones, bro. I don't know.
They don't make them like that.
They don't make anymore.
Yeah.
I think you gotta get it like overseas, and like overseas is like, I don't know. I don't trust that. But, so you, back to your story. You got the free Adidas gears. I feel like that's just what it is. I like the gear, but you got your free Adidas cleats, and then what happened after that?
Yeah, I got the free Aces. It was the white, neon, and black colorway. I'll never forget. And I would always, I don't know why, I would get a 10.5. I was probably like a 9.5 like at the time. And I would wear double sock on my right foot. I don't know why. Like,
just on the right?
Just on the right, because my left would kind of fit it. But then my right would just have
Your left foot's bigger than your right foot?
Yeah.
Mine too, bro. Whenever I go try on shoes, I always have to try on the left foot first. Because my left foot's bigger than my right.
Crazy. I never heard that.
But now I dropped down. Now I'm like a 9.5. But like at that time, I know why I wore bigger cleats. Because my brother Santi was the 10.5, and he had the OG Magistas, the white. And
so you would want to wear them.
And I would always want to like pull up in like fresh.
The fresh fits. Yeah.
Sheesh.
But yeah, basically I got my gear, finished up preseason, got back home. We just kept playing games. And then again just the grind, and then you know like when you earn the respect of your teammates, or like when the coaches like you more, like that started happening, started unfolding. But it's like they say, it doesn't happen overnight, you know.
Of course, yeah.
But it's every session I just tried to just keep going and going and going, and eventually get to the end of the season. I believe that year, yeah, we didn't do GA Cup, but we did actually we did one like North Carolina showcase, I believe. And I think maybe a San Diego one at the end. Nah, we didn't qualify for it. But we did this was at US Soccer DA at the time.
Okay.
It was back in that day. But basically actually went to North Carolina, and they gave me a chance to get Red Bulls. I sold, bro.
Wait, they gave you a chance to what?
To play.
Like they gave them like an opportunity
to play against Red Bulls? Like that's your team. To start against Red Bulls?
Yeah, I believe I played I either came in second half or I played the full game. But I'll never forget the second half. There's one specific play, bro. I don't know what the hell I did, but they shot it, and there was like a little divot like in my area, like under the six, like a little divot, but like the guy shot it. It deflected off like the fullback, and it's just like spinning like this, like kind of like around the post. And I'm looking at it, as like, man, it's gonna go out.
Oh, so you just
and it curved back. My teammates looking at me like,
bro,
you good, bro? Bro. I'm telling you, bro, making a mistake as a goalie, bro.
Nah, worse because like I feel like as a goalie, like, well, I don't know, but you're the only one to blame.
Especially as a kid, bro.
Especially as a kid.
You don't know how to really deal with it mentally. Like I knew goalies who like they'll get scored on 7 times, start crying, bro. As a kid, bro.
It's crazy.
I'm telling you, bro.
Nah, yeah, it must be hard because
especially if
you're the only one in that position in that field. Like there's no other players to It's not like you're a defender. There's other defenders along with you on the field, you
And then
know?
you got like the midfielders backing you up.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
whatnot.
yeah.
Yeah,
Has to get
tough.
through a lot of people first.
No, definitely, bro. It's definitely. And when I made that mistake, bro,
That affect you or
at the time it did, like, and especially like people after, yo, what happened? What happened on that goal? Like sometimes you just laugh about it
Yeah, yeah, of course,
after
yeah.
the game, but I'm telling you, the middle of the game, like you can just tell, like when you get the look from some players, like
Like the
oh
tension of like the
damn.
full feels like fuck this guy, man.
this
This
man
guy.
just so.
I've gotten that look many times.
Especially like we were playing New York City FC and then you're playing against Red Bulls. That's like the New York Derby.
Yeah, facts.
So it's like you got the opportunity against a big club, and when that mistake happens, it's like now I feel like a lot of things go through your mind, and it's like, what is the coach gonna do now? Am I gonna get benched next game? Well, that's how I feel personally. I don't know how you felt, but especially a big game like that, you know, it's tough, you know, especially conceding a goal like that.
Did you lose because of that goal?
I believe we either lost or tied, but even then, like one thing about my team, like we were like the age group where like there's definitely players who've made it out and like became nice, but we were all like mad tiny. So we versed like for example, we versed Philadelphia Union. I also played that game. Bro, the striker's name is Nelson Pierre. I believe he's playing MLS Next Pro right now. The guy was like 6'3". He's an '05 as well. A year younger than us. He was already 6'3". And I forget a goal he scored. They just popped it in, went over the defender's head, just banged it, side netting. Just pure volley. I'm just looking back, like, bro. Like, you sure
What could you do?
05? Like,
Yeah.
bro.
You got
Check his papers. Check his
papers real
birth
quick.
certificate.
Make sure that he's a 05, bro.
But Philly has always had like a really physical, like they always had big kids.
Yeah,
Always, like,
I've never
always
I never
a
got
great
to verse
squad
them.
they had.
Nah, I only versed like New York Empire at that time when I was in academy. And a couple of MLS teams.
Wait, Empire.
New York Empire. Sorry, it's
I
Empire.
was like,
what's that? What's that? Sorry, New England Revolution.
Oh yeah.
New England Revolution. That's the team that I played. I had like some kid, like they had like a couple of national, like U.S. national team youth players in there. It's dope playing against MLS teams.
Yeah.
So yeah, so tell us after that game what had happened. Like you're like damn, kind of fucked up.
Yeah, bro. I was just in my head. I'm like, damn, like, am I gonna get another shot? You know, like, especially like you said, those games, there's a lot of tension. You know, like, and like, there's something just about you. You play for MLS Academy, like, prepares you for like, or even any professional academy prepares you for the pros because like they have the staff on the side and people always watching the game. So I guess it's that little bit extra pressure. But it's good formation for the kids because like if you want to become professional or you want to play a top D1 school, that's how it's gonna be. That's what I would say personally. But yeah, I mean, you know, I just had to take it on the chin and just keep moving forward if I'm being honest, bro.
And then that season, how did it go for you? Like you get a lot of starting time, or it was just more like back and forth?
No, definitely like towards the middle, like around springtime, that's where it kind of shifted more. Even like when it's
Was it because the goalie was playing bad, or because it was just more so like when they giving you the time, you were performing better?
yeah, it was more of that and just I was
Okay.
just you know also like yeah like when you show out in training like it's just yeah just like grinding and training and then when we do small sided or whatever I would win. I would always like to have that competitive edge like all right make sure when we win the games like and like it could become toxic in a way like it's definitely different now but like definitely like if say for example if you're a winger and in training you're scoring more goals than the other winger, you know, the coach is gonna pick you most likely
Yeah.
because, you know, unless there's like some political stuff behind the scenes, but like if you're doing better than the guy in your position, whether it's you're working hard or you're more technical, and then when you perform on the field, then you're gonna be given that opportunity
course.
in the starting spot.
Yeah.
So that's how it kind of transformed, and then end of the season, always a city. At least when I was there, there would be like a middle of the year, like winter time.
Yeah.
Indoor
That was
meeting.
that was DA, right? Yeah, there was like
Yeah.
a little break. I would remember.
Winter meeting, and then end of the year, like right before summer break, whether to find out like progress. Hey, like you did this really well. You could maybe work on this. We want you to stay, or like you're out. That's how it'd be. Cutthroat, man. It's hard.
So did you make it to the next?
Yeah, I made the next cut to U15. They're like, you know, you did really well. You know, you can maybe, for example, like one thing they always told me is like work on my weak foot. You know, because I've always been like a pure righty, like. And I was like raw. Like I train a kid right now. Shout out my man Jaden Campos, but like he's basically starting like he's been I think his second season at City, second year.
Oh,
Oh, he's playing at City.
But he's an eighth grader right now, and he's like 10 times more physically developed than me. It's not like he's like 6'3", but he's like already like 5'8", like has power. Like I was fast, but I was like, I was like a little shrimp, bro. I was skinny. Like
This is a different
I didn't
generation.
have like the crazy long ping. Like I'm saying, that kid's advanced. So like definitely, like I feel like I was more raw. I still needed more development, like for my body to catch up. But like I guess that's what made me stand out. Like always, I guess had character. I wasn't afraid to talk, and I was always like really fast. Like that's something that always told me. I always had like very fast twitch muscles. But I ended up making the next cut. But man, the saddest thing was the last game of the season. I'll never forget, against New York Cosmos. By this time, we already knew like who was getting cut because they kind of
Damn.
let known in advance.
Ah,
And they basically they let them play, and you just see like 8 kids just crying at the end of the game because they knew they were getting released. And in my head, I'm like, damn. Like obviously, I knew I wasn't getting released, and it's like, man, it could be me at any moment.
Of course,
yeah. You know, you're like, your position is never so solidified in that. It's just more so like, damn, I could be me tomorrow, and it's like you never know in those cases.
I'm telling you, bro. Like for example, because a lot of my Cosmos boys ended up joining. Like for example, the right back we had when he got cut, the guy he versed on that game joined next season.
So he got cut, and the team that you guys play with, he got signed.
Basically, yeah.
Damn.
So that's how it worked. You would verse a team, and say one of your former teammates, like the one who's getting cut out of there, that guy did well. That guy's in there.
Yeah, man.
Just in and out. You're switching them, bro.
In those teams, you cannot make a mistake. It's like you have to perform all year round and be consistent. If not, like, who doesn't want to play in New York City FC? Especially when it just came out. Like, you just want to be there and perform at that level and make sure you stay at that level. Because if not, you're gonna have to find yourself another academy team or a club team at that point.
No, definitely.
So, what was your mindset after that last game, knowing you're not getting cut, you're going into the next season with the team? Well, after them telling you you did good and all this, where was your head at?
For me, it was just like to keep going because like always in my town. I guess it's something you could touch up upon. Like growing up in Huntington, especially having older brothers that I guess were known in town. Like they always told me like my brother Mateo, yo, like your brother's nice. Like sometimes people like, yo, like your younger brother's gonna be better than you, this and that. Or same thing with my brother Santi, and like they would always tell me like, yo, like don't do the stuff we do. Don't be going out. Don't be stay away there. You're gonna make it out. So I always had that expectation from young, like like I guess to be different in a way, like and like being in a different environment. But yeah, it was just really heading into the new season. Like okay, like let's grind, let's get better, and then just trying to make the next step from there. Honestly.
So were you already like? Were they already like saying, "Oh, you're gonna be a starter," or what was it looking like?
From what I remember, they were saying like, yeah, like we want you for next season.
I felt like you were gonna be like
a starter, but when it came to U15 for preseason, a goalie, shout out my man Jared Torres, and this is a new goalie they brought in from New York Soccer Club. I've never seen this guy before.
New York Soccer Club was a really good team too. They were like a club, and they were from New Jersey, right?
I would always hear about them.
New York Soccer Club. I think they were from New Jersey.
Nah, like around like New Rochelle area. Around
I guess something like that. Yeah, it's around there.
But yeah, no, basically like I've never seen him before, but like I just saw him walk into the training. I see him like this. I'm still like 5'5", 5'6".
That was the first day of training.
First day of preseason, or one of the first days, bro. I'll never forget, because one of the first days you see your boys that made it. Like, yo, what's good? How's the summer?
Yeah.
And like I'm telling you right now, bro, I see this guy, bro. What the fuck? Like this guy's a mountain, Like, but then I'm like, at the end of
I'll be sick.
You have a little ego too, where it's like, okay, I don't care who's in front of me. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna show out, and But basically, again, I kind of had to like restart from zero, I guess, from a bit.
Improve them again.
Because basically, like one of the first games of the season, we versus Philadelphia Union, and I didn't play
at all.
It was like one of the first times of me like being like on the bench like for a big game like in a long time. So like in the moment I was like, oh damn, like they didn't give me the start. But then I always had the mindset, okay, I'm gonna just work 10 times harder and go back to the drawing board. And then it's kind of same thing as like U14. I kind of just won the spot back, and I ended up like starting like important GA Cup games, but even the first like qualifying for GA Cup that they did in Philadelphia, they do it at the first team facility. Like I think I only played like one of the games or like 1.5 of the games. I think he got the important games. So it was like kind of like again like yeah like restarting from zero. But then when we went to Atlanta, we versed Red Bull and we versed Orlando City, and those games I did good actually. Funny story, like we went to PKs and I saved like 3 penalties against Orlando City,
Sheesh.
and we went into to eat dinner and like the older guys were there and they were watching the game. I wasn't expecting I was expecting maybe my teammates because they already you save 3 penalties, everyone's hyped like yo good shit bro. And I didn't expect like Tavon or like some of those other guys like yo like Danny like yo good stuff. Like
Oof.
and I was like damn like I didn't even know they knew my name
Yeah.
like
Nah, that's fire, especially when
when you get recognized as the big thing.
Especially by the older kids.
no 100% bro.
Because I know what those games are like. You go to those games and they're probably both teams the older kids are watching, right? Sometimes. Yeah, that's a good feeling. But yeah, continue.
But then against Red Bulls, I didn't say shit.
What is it on Red Bulls, bro? What is it?
I don't know. But I tell you right now, like
It was a Red Bulls.
we tied Red Bulls and we went to PKs. Or I think we just went to PKs regardless, but like bro, I didn't save nothing, bro.
This is that same tournament?
The same GA Cup. We didn't qualify. Like that's what I'm saying. Where our age group, we had talent, but like we weren't fully like developed into our body. Like other teams were more physical, and then we just were inconsistent sometimes. So like that's what I'm saying. Like the 05 age group they loved, and then obviously like Johan, Giorena, they loved that age group because like they were putting performances and getting big wins. And us, like sometimes we would get a big win, but then sometimes maybe we would lose or we would perform like below expectations. So like that's probably why like barely any 2004s at the end of like my city journey like ended up staying just because like they kind of like pushed us aside like nah like
yeah like the
these guys are
2005
done.
are like
They washed up.
washed up.
These guys are whack.
Facts.
This guy
Especially
can't
against
save a
Red Bulls.
PK. This guy
No.
can't save one PK, bro.
And I remember like they're watching like come on you got it. Bro, I didn't save nothing. I lost aura, bro. I lost aura.
And they lost 10,000 points of aura.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Basically, again, U15, like same thing, like performing, training hard. We would train. Sometimes they would put us to train with the older goalies. I remember as well, even like Hugo would say sometimes, like, man, like, you tell Johan, he'd be messing around, like, yo, like watch, like Danny has potential to like, catch up to you and surpass you, like. So like, I guess I've always had the expectations. It just like people just saw potential in me.
That's a good thing though. Like people that recognize you and just keep like giving you that confidence you need as a player makes you want to keep working hard and just keep performing. And even if you don't start, but as long as you have that confidence of those type of people in your like behind you, then it's all good from there.
No, definitely 100%. The support system, whether like it's from someone's parents or it's close friends, like yo, like keep going, like just stay on the right track and you can make it, or even just like like because everyone's story is different. Because like some people, like I knew some people who like maybe like their parents wouldn't even go watch them play, or they wouldn't take them to a practice, and then also like for example, my situation, like my pops when he could, like he would take me to the trainings or he'd come watch me play, or my mom as well, or he would help me like figure out a carpool situation. He would take me, so like I thank God every day that I had that support system. Maybe it wasn't like other kids I knew, like bro, like there's some rich kids.
Nah, yeah, some kids they're blessed. I had teammates in Gachi that their parents were at every game.
Yeah,
and it's amazing to see. Like good for them, But I understand the feeling. I know Santa does too, but no, yeah, continue.
Thank God, like I had that support, but then like I never really like pinned it against my parents about it, because some people are like, no, like how come we don't have these like recursos, these financial like resources, because like
it happens, man.
But at the end of the day, I feel like I'd rather have that support than the money, because like the lessons that just came with it are just, I'm telling you, it's part of the process. Plus, if you get everything handed to you, there's no story there, bro. I feel it would be boring.
Trust me, man. I've seen so many stories, and like, that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, well, that was what U15, right?
U15, yeah.
Did you, by any chance, or like ever experience like favoritism or like for example, there was players that were like very entitled to playing. Like for example, when I was in Albertson U15, there was kids that just had too much money given the club where they had to
Yep.
start regardless, and like you see them, they were like, damn, like I can name a couple, but let me just not. But
Yeah, let's not let's not get canceled
let's
yet.
not get
It's like
canceled.
only like
We just
episode 2.
started.
Yeah,
Let's
maybe
get
like maybe
canceled,
They get
go
canceled.
viral.
maybe we got a name. Maybe we won't get canceled. We
But
could leave it for there.
but you could tell like what am I doing here then? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like if you're just putting or I guess for the club the financially it'll be good, but
Mhm.
as a players like what do you tell the system? What do you tell the players that are there to compete and perform at the best level?
You know what? Now that you're saying that, I think one thing we don't know too is that, not that we don't know, that this is a business.
a
So
business.
who knows what problems the
I'm-
clubs are having too financially? They gotta pay coaches. They gotta get. I don't know. Who knows? There's so many factors that we don't see either.
Yeah, a
Like
lot of behind the scenes.
yeah.
Just never find out about.
Or there's just sometimes you just like the money.
Yeah,
And
you're
listen,
right. It could be. Yeah.
If you're getting $10,000 a month, what are you gonna say as a coach or as a president of the club?
You gotta be like this. You're not gonna say nothing, man.
How many days am I working?
Doesn't matter. You're getting $10,000 a month just to have it. It's like I'm a coach. I mean, sorry, I'm a dad. My son is somewhat good,
I'm the coach, and you're bringing your son to me, right?
and it's not even you. It's the club. I'm saying you're the president, right?
Oh,
You're
you're
the
saying I'm
president.
the president.
Let's say
Okay.
Danny's the coach. I'm one of the parents, and I have my kid. He's not bad, but there's players that are better. And as a dad, I say I'll fund you $10,000 a month. What
Just
are you
to
doing?
start him?
Doesn't
Or what's
matter
the-
what you do,
Yeah.
right? But now you feel like you have to play him because you're taking that money. Now you got to go back to your coach and say, "This is the kid that I want to start."
Sounds like professional soccer,
Hey man, I lived it. I seen it.
But you see
like
that more,
contracts and stuff.
like out of the country. I feel like there's corruption here in that way. Like maybe like,
Be correct, but I mean, soccer here is terrible.
yeah.
Like their system is terrible.
Yeah.
Like there's no chance. There's like, and back to Cáceres, he said, what? There's 4% of people that make it out of
Yeah,
college?
it's very low. Out of
Out of
a thousand.
out of
I think
a thousand.
1,000 players.
or a million. I don't even know. But think about that. Like
No, I think it was 1,000.
4%, like
a million
that
is
make it-
crazy.
Oh, 1,000. Let's
It
say
has to be
1,000. It
1,000.
has 4% out of 1,000. What is that? Half a player? Half a player or something like that. If my math is correct. But you know what I mean? Like it's terrible. Like, you have all this professionalism that you should have, and you have a lot of, players from different like countries, different
Yeah.
places that you could literally choose from.
Yeah.
That literally choose from. Yet you decide to go down, and USA now today, like terrible. I think they have terrible players. Our U.S. national team in general is just terrible. We could have. I feel like we could have one of the best leagues, if not one of the best country in the world where they could perform at the World Cup. Just that the system is terrible, and we don't progress because of that. Like they say, we instead of taking one step back, we take one step forward, and we take 3 steps back.
Yeah.
And it's terrible. I don't really like it, but
I think we take matter into our own hands, and I think we start solving that problem.
I'm gonna do my own league.
Only.
I think we just- I think we get into the USA team, and we just sign mad Peruvians, just straight
Mad Peruvians, and we have a
Why?
Peruvian goalie.
No Peruvians? You said no Peruvians?
I said, of course, all Peruvians.
We signed Guerrero. We got him.
We signed Guerrero.
The
Yo,
US
Guerrero at this age,
He'll still
37,
cook.
he'll still cook.
He'll
in
still
the U.S.
cook.
national team, but
But yeah,
But
sorry, we just derailed.
just-
Crazy.
yeah.
But
But-
yeah,
we were just up to that. Like, have you seen that? Like, look, that was one of my stories at a U14, 15 level. That's me knowing at a 15 years old.
Yeah.
I was playing an ear up, and I seen that happen. Where like there's kids that have been left out because of this situation that goes on. And how does it? Like, how was it? And that was just a regular
Yeah.
academy team. It wasn't even like a MLS team. So
So for example, like I do remember, like maybe some kids, like maybe like because there is different because everything's paid for. I don't know if anyone like bribed anyone behind the scenes because like I've heard that like more happening in Colombia and Mexico. That's more common, like a rich family or like yo,
yeah,
I give you
that
this amount, put my kid or even sign him, and it happens.
and it happens. No, that for sure. Like I feel like in like they need it.
Yeah,
They need it for sure. If I give someone in Peru, Colombia $1,000, they'll be happy. Why? Because the money there is money, right? Here it's just, I mean, like I said, I've seen it, and money might not be a big issue for them.
Yeah.
But that's just extra money that why wouldn't they want to have? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I mean, if I feel like even maybe you haven't seen it, of course everybody's getting like their scholarship.
Yeah.
That's what it literally was. But did you never like witness like there's a player that should not belong there at all? Or at least out of 18 players or 25 players that you have and New York City FC at U14 or 15, you never experienced that.
Trying to think. Like,
That should like that should not be there. That should not be there.
This guy knows something we don't, and he's trying to dig into something through you.
I'm just trying to say because listen, it happens.
No, it definitely happens.
It happens.
100%.
Maybe not at like U12, U11 because you're still developing, but at
Yeah.
that age when you're U15 and 14, 15, 16, 18, you see players that do not belong in a team. You're like, what the hell is he doing there? And I feel like in the MLS too, like there's players that should not be there. Like they shouldn't be there, you know? But again, I don't know. I never played at MLS or a professional atmosphere that long, but at an academy, I could say that. And I felt like out of 25 players we had in Albertson, 13, 14 were good, and then the rest would just be there just again to be there.
They basically funding they funding
the team.
basically.
But that's you know what I mean. So that's why I come back to you. So like, what do you like it at New York City FC? How was that atmosphere? Or everybody was just straight good, and the club was just funded, and everything was good.
Yeah. So what I would say, like you would notice maybe some parents like talk to the coach or you know, it's like they say like basically being un lambón, you know.
Yeah.
Like you basically like saying like, oh, like, you know,
My son,
like talking
my
about their
son.
son. Like,
Yeah, of course. Or getting a little close to them.
Buying them lunch, dinner.
Maybe that.
Sipping them a calm 50. I don't know.
But here in the US, it's different.
little gold chain.
Maybe the gold
Maybe-
chain now. The gold chain.
Maybe the gold chain. We're gonna put that gold chain up.
I'll bring it for the next one.
We'll bring
Guys,
it.
I was out there. We told him he had to bring a gold chain. He
We're gonna post this, and we're gonna just include.
We're just gonna put the link.
We're
The
gonna
clip
put the
of the link.
the picture of him, and we're just gonna see him. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's gonna be the thumbnail.
That's gonna be a thumbnail.
Go
Yeah,
pop up my
that's right.
TikTok, guys. I'm gonna be rich. TikTok
Hey.
affiliate, you know.
Listen, man.
Side hustle.
But yeah, what were you saying?
But nah, like you would see the occasionally, some dads talking to the coaches, but then like
I feel like that's every team though, no? Like
no,
I feel
definitely-
like it's
definitely some
common.
dads like that.
Yeah.
Like, they get really into it, but like maybe there's like a couple kids who are like, okay, you look at another team, but I feel like it's all like a lot of times situational as well. Like there's a kid that's a baller, but just I guess it just wasn't his time, you know, like because you know there's certain dates like say for example one kid he plays for like a New York soccer club, he's balling, but like they don't notice him. The end of the season maybe they pick him up. So I feel like a lot of it is as well just like
Pure luck.
the right time.
Timing, yeah, I
Would
agree.
you just say luck would be included in that?
I think
It's like,
Because you gotta be like for you to choose them as well is like you gotta have a little bit of luck.
no, definitely.
Because there's like thousands of players that are left back, right back, center backs, midfielders, and for you to get chosen is because one, you're good, and
Yeah.
two, because they saw you at the right time, like you said.
No,
And
definitely.
that's part of being lucky, you know, because wow, I happened to be here. I saw you, and now let me sign you. So
No, definitely, bro. I'll definitely say that. Like, for example, yeah, like for example, at that time, there's probably a goalie better than me out there, but like they didn't see him and they saw me, so
Yeah.
100%. I mean, as long as you were performing, like I feel like they didn't need to look out there. You know what I mean?
that as well. That
As
as well.
long as you were performing and being consistent, they probably have a backup that they're like, all right, well, just in case we'll have them. But as long as you're performing, like that's just your performance, you know. So you basically U15, right? That was the last year or 16? Right?
17,
So you lasted till U17.
2.5, almost 3 years.
So your U16, how did that season go? Or that's the season we just talked about?
that's the season that the tall guy pulled up, right? The mountain.
That was
I did
U15.
U15, and then I skipped up to U17. Like basically, like
Also, it was
somewhat
U16, 17.
basically. Yeah.
Okay. And then
But basically, it's yeah. So I made the next round of cuts, and yeah, like, but that beforehand they told me you're gonna be a developmental player. You know, you're not gonna get that many minutes. You're gonna train, get experience with older guys, but you're not gonna start. You know, you're gonna have to work your way up. But then yeah, so I was going in. You know what? Like, I'm gonna find a way to play regardless. So like, and my summer's preparing. Like, that's the one thing. Like, like I would go play pickup and stuff, but like at that time I wasn't like really doing gym or I couldn't even do like 10 push-ups at that time, like I was just pure just playing pickup soccer, telling some friends like come shoot at me. Like I would be at the field at 3, I'd leave at like 9:30 at night just playing all day, bro. So, and I'll just be playing Xbox.
That was a pause right there, bro.
What was pause?
What was pause?
Come shit.
You gonna include that in the clip?
I didn't even. I was like so locked into what he was saying. I didn't even catch that.
Yeah.
We'll cut that. Let's cut that.
That was crazy.
It's always the guy with the Under
my
Armour
God,
saying
bro.
something.
Nah.
All right. So they were shooting at you.
All right, they were taking shots. We'll say that. They're taking shots.
All right, they were taking shots at you.
They're taking shots. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't really doing like explosive work or like the most of I do is I wasn't doing work. I wasn't doing work to get more. I wasn't doing more work to get athletic. Let's say that.
Yeah, to perform better, to move better,
to be faster.
Yeah.
Get stronger.
Yeah.
I was like, I guess like just pure footballer. So like, and I'll just be playing Xbox. Basically, I'll play a lot of Xbox like at night.
I think we don't really look at that as a big thing, getting fit, being, because there's players that do that and they come out being better.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
That's one thing I learned. Like when I got injured, I was going through rehab, and I would ask my therapist so many. Like I was so annoying because it was my first injury, so I was asking him every question, and that's when I started to realize, like, holy shit, like you need to train a certain way, like in the gym. Like aside from soccer training, there's a way you need to train to perform better, to move better, so your body can function better. To move like an athlete.
Yeah.
And I feel that's a big part. Like who knows? I could have probably got you more physically ahead at the time.
No, definitely.
Was you ever scared that doing that would have made you less good? I feel like that was for me. Like I'm like, if I get bigger, I'm not gonna run as fast as I do.
I feel like there's like such a misconception growing
of course.
up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, was it for him? Like you? Like, was it like something like I can't do this because I can't dive better, or I'm not gonna get up better?
I think people just think, honestly, the gym is like you're gonna get big. But
but
you can, obviously, because if you go and lift heavy, but if you work out certain muscle groups certain ways, like do more like functional stuff, or like you do a lot of plyometrics. I've been to your training. You do like a lot of jumping, a lot of ladder work. That's what's really gonna get you stronger, faster. Works those twitch muscles with the bands and stuff, I'm assuming. But yeah, sorry, I cut off his question. Is that what you're thinking? Like, oh, if I train like this, I'm gonna...
Nah, it was more of like, I don't know, like I was just...
Or I don't need to do it.
Maybe you just weren't aware.
Yeah, and then like when we would do like little gym stuff, I would kind of like, or I remember like I remember the fitness trainer preseason for U17, because I think we ended up going back to that South Camp place. Actually, no, all 3 years.
Oh, you went back.
Preseason camp. Yeah.
How long was it for?
Maybe like a week.
Oh, okay, it was a week. I thought it was like a month or so.
Yeah, like a week or something. But basically, like I'll never forget, like I was with the gym trainer, and I'm a rookie. Like as I was saying, like the only time like I would go to the gym was maybe with my brother, but like I would like go on the treadmill, and like he would do something, I wouldn't know how to do it. He'd be like, "Yo, what are you doing, bro?" And I'm like, I'll just be like laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also like Hispanic parents are like my mom would be, no vas a crecer,
Yeah. Oh my God, bro. My parents
are not gonna grow if you start lifting so many weights.
Bro, when I started lifting weights in freshman year of high school, my soccer coach of the high school team would make me lift weights because I had gym class. He was also gym.
Oh, okay.
So when I told my parents, they told me the same thing. No vas a crecer, vas a quedarte como yo. I was like, nah. There's such a misconception. That sucks because...
A lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
Such a misconception because imagine if you would have got that training early on,
No, definitely. It's
that
like
gym work.
Santa said, like, someone can come, like, someone could pull up to the team. Yeah. Someone could pull up to the team. He's more of an athlete.
Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah.
And that's what happened to me, U17. Like this 03 goalie, my man Quinn, he played at UNC. I don't know where he's playing at now, but proper athlete, like can make crazy saves, bro. Like I was like just again a skinny kid, mad technical on the ball, like reactive, but like in terms of like sprinting and like Like, for example, we did like a little fitness test once,
Mm-hmm.
and like that man like smoked like the fastest player on like the older team.
Really?
Like, he was like crazy athlete. So like I remember the first practice, he made like one catch like all the way up, and I'm looking like, oh damn, like, what the hell was I doing all summer?
Yeah.
That makes you question like what the hell.
Some people are born with it though. You know, some people
And he was also
are genetically.
buff as well. Like,
Some kids are. Some people are more genetically gifted, obviously, but something you could definitely work on for sure. Like your mechanics and stuff, right? I guess that's what it's called.
nah, yeah, definitely.
Especially as a keeper too. So yeah, what was that season? what was what was that season like? We're at U17 now.
Wait, how many keepers did they have that year? Like
it was
4 or
it was
3?
3 in total.
Oh,
So
3.
me
Okay,
and
so
2 other
you basically had to like restart again for like the past 2 years already. This is your 3rd year, and you had to like show them again why you should be there.
Exactly.
Damn.
So how did that season go?
It was an interesting one. Like again, like I'm telling you, that's why I said like God works in mysterious ways. Cause like they told me before, man, like I wasn't gonna play.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you're saying that. Sorry,
into a fight with like the coach or something, cause he thought he deserved how to play.
Like a fist fight?
Nah, not like a fist
Oh,
fight.
I was about to say.
He thought he's like, yo, I deserve to play. So like something happened with them, and then like in the trainings he made crazy saves, so like he got a start, but then like, he didn't perform, and then he thought he should just continue starting after that, and then the other goal he got to start.
Okay.
And I never forget that like I was in like in geometry class. I ended up failing that. I ended up failing that class, like, cause you know we went to like a GA Cup thing in I believe in Montreal. So I missed a lot of school, and like I was already kind of lazy in school. Like I was just thinking just playing football and just talking with my friends and playing Xbox. So,
Yeah, man, that's that age, bro.
What were you playing on Xbox?
Bro, since I was like probably like 5 years old, I've been playing like Call of Duty and stuff.
Oh, so you were just playing Call of Duty?
COD, FIFA.
I hate FIFA, man. It's one thing.
Fortnite at that time.
I stopped playing.
Yeah.
I stopped playing FIFA. I forgot what FIFA it was that you can body someone and they couldn't take the ball from you. You know, I think it was like 2017.
Right.
I retired.
Oh my god, it used to piss me off, bro.
Nah, I played one game FIFA, my head starts hurting, and I'm like, nah, let me delete this game real quick.
So you said GA Cup, you guys are playing GA Cup again?
Yeah, so we went GA Cup and I was gone like again, like another week or a little more. And like again, the experience is dope because like you missing school, everything's fully paid for. You take the flight,
bus, hotels, food, everything was just professional atmosphere.
The best experience though is when for example, like obviously you eat the hotel food, like, it's good. I'm grateful for the food, but the best experience
It's free. It's good.
is when you order like pizza or something.
Oh yeah, bro.
When we were U15, bro, you know what we did? I'll never forget my boy Simone. Shout out Simone. It'll be us and like maybe like 6 to 8 guys in a room. And like it would be like maybe the off day in the tournament. So like we stay up like mad late. And we'd call the pizza place, like Domino's up, like, hey, we're at this hotel. Like, like obviously if you get caught, you know,
you get in trouble, yeah.
So we would always send my boy downstairs, bro. We would always force him, you get caught,
That's fucked up.
Yeah, bro.
So if he gets caught, man.
He gets caught, is that me?
Yo, do you know Marcus Peterkin?
Yeah.
Yo, bro.
You gotta get him on the podcast.
Tell me how. Yo, we're in San Diego, right?
Yeah.
This is for playoffs, USDA. I think this is my last season.
Yeah.
We're in playoffs and we're staying at a hotel, bro. And I'm in the room with him. I'm rooming with him. And I don't know how out of nowhere, dude. I don't know if this is when Uber Eats first came out or I don't know what came out. Bro, this dude orders, like, we're not, like you said, this is past the game. Like, you're not supposed to be ordering junk food or like, you're supposed to be sleeping at a certain time. We're up a little late. This dude, I don't know how, he gets someone to come to the door and he bought a freaking, like, a thing of ice cream, bro. A big ass thing of ice cream by himself. We're like, what the fuck? How the fuck you get this in here, bro? That shit was mad funny, bro.
Those are the best memories.
Yeah, those are good memories.
Traveling is the best. I love that. Like going just hopping up on a plane. It was just like the best feeling because you're with your friends, all geared up. Everything is just, you know, like it's a vibe, especially with your friends that are, you know.
Nah, yeah, those are good times. But yeah, you were at GA Cup, ordered the pizza. Did he get caught or no?
No, we didn't get caught. But actually, with Queensborough, one of my boys ended up getting caught with McDonald's.
Damn.
The coach got tight. I think he like benched him for the game and shit too.
Dang, it was that strict.
Yeah, no, that coach was strict 'cause he came from Spain. Like Diego Gomez, shout out him, but he played for La Masia and then he played for
Oof.
Madrid's academy as
Oh,
a
shit.
goalkeeper. But like he was like again one of those Spain coaches like Guardiola, like strict, you know. So like
Yeah.
he got my boy got caught with the McDonald's.
Wait, hold on. Where did he get caught though? Was he walking back
Nah, but
or?
he did it to himself. Like I wasn't with him, but what I heard, like what he was telling me, like he went to the lobby and was like holding it, I guess. But the assistant coach caught him.
Oh, the assistant
The
coach.
assistant
Damn,
coach
he was a
Jake
knob, bro.
And he
Damn.
snitched. He snitched. And then after he's like, damn, like you really snitched on me?
Dang, bro.
That's mad funny, bro. I can't picture someone just
With
getting
the-
caught in the lobby. You're just like
with the food.
damn.
That we all like throw in like little money we
Yeah,
had.
yeah.
But I never forget. My boy Carmine, shout out Carmine. Like one time he put in at least 20, 25 bucks. But he left the room for a bit. The pizza pulled up. I never forget, bro. He comes back. That shit empty.
What?
That box empty. He's like, what the hell? Where's my pizza? Everyone's looking around like, man, that shit gone. Like, the pizza's gone, bro. He was tight.
Yeah.
So he ordered pizza, and that pizza was it was gone.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
there was just a box.
Just a box.
Yo, whoever stole that shit, give it back.
That's fucked up.
My man was pissed.
And he put 25 bucks.
Yo,
on.
bro,
Nah, I'd be
damn.
pissed.
Bro, especially at that age, you could barely get money.
Yeah.
I just wasted my whole life savings. All I get is a cardboard.
But yeah,
It was hit, bro. Hit
you were
so
at GA Cup.
So you were
What?
missing school already,
Yeah.
and of course, at that age, it's like F school. I want to become a professional soccer player. Failing, and now you're going to GA Cup in Montreal, right? How did that go for you?
Yeah, so basically at this time I'm like a practice player basically. So like I'm there just enjoying the trip. Just
Also, you most of the time at that time it was just more like I'm just here just to be here.
yeah, I was like on the bench.
Was you training as hard as well, or it was just more
Yeah,
so
I was
like
trying to grind, but the goalie again, he was just an athlete, bro, and he was just
he was not
make some
he was performing,
saves.
so you knew that you were not gonna play then.
yeah.
Okay.
Like obviously, I still had in my head like, okay, I'm gonna find a way, but it was different because this like the one time where like a keeper's really been like, or at least at that time,
Consistent.
like consistent, and then just like putting consistent performances. And now I was the young kid, so basically, yeah, at that time I went to GA Cup. I didn't touch the field, you know. I was just there with the winter jacket on the bench and just cracking jokes with them. Other people on the
Bro,
bench, bro.
They don't know this. I've seen this somewhere, but being in the bench is the best position. You have the crazy jokes over there, the jokesters.
Best
talking
and the
shit.
worst, bro.
Yeah, best of the worst, but it's just funny.
Yeah, so basically, GA Cup finishes. I didn't touch the field. I just go back home, you know. And yeah, like I just kept training, and then yeah, the other goalie I believe just left, and at that time, like they gave me like a half against PDA. I did well, and
I
then
haven't heard about that
yeah,
name in a
bro,
while. PTA
me
used to
too,
be
man.
dirty. But I don't know now. I don't know if they're still around or no.
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
I think they're definitely so.
They used to be a dirty team. I used to hear about them. I never versed them, but when I used to hear about them, I heard they had the crazy players, crazy
Yeah.
team. Man. But so you got your chance against PDA. How did that go?
Did a half. I did well, and then yeah, like I just kept grinding, and then I'll never forget one time in geometry class when the other goalie officially left. My goalie coach calls me and say, "Yo, like the other goalie left. Like you're gonna get a shot. You're gonna get started against Cedar Stars Bergen." So in my head, I'm like, "I bet, like be good, you know." I had to tell the teacher, "Yo, like, I'm getting a phone call. Like it's important. Like just give me a couple minutes." I said, "All right, like no problem." So already had like a 50.
I don't think you even have to tell her anything.
Yeah, you should.
You just should have just left.
You know what it is? I dropped it, bro. I took a
Oh.
quarter of geometry, and in my high school, I think you needed it to pass, but like they just let me slide because I just took trigonomics with my. I had a class with my older boys. I had a class with like 11th grader. I was a 10th grader at the time, and I ended up taking that class, and I didn't have to take it. But like, he gives me the call. I end up playing the game. First of all, my warm up. There's one thing as a goalie. Like, you can have a bad warm up and still have a good game. But like if you let it get to your head, then you're gonna play like shit. You're gonna play bad. So that's what happened. Like I had a bad warm up. I felt a little nervous, you know. I probably didn't do the right things before the game either the night before. Like probably staying up late playing Xbox.
Yeah.
Classic.
100%.
Waking up late, eating like cinnamon toast crunch. That's what I was doing.
Is that? You think you think that affects you?
Yeah, 100%.
It can. There's some times where like it won't. If you're fully focused that day and you don't really pay too much mind to it. But I feel like if you don't have like a certain routine, then like you can't pull through.
I think that either, let's say like your confidence is just through the roof and you're good, even though you slept bad. I think you'll play good, but what if the game gets really intense? I think it'll start to show. Like if you didn't eat right or sleep right, I think that's where it'll start to show. But I think you could still have a good game if your head is fucking.
No, definitely.
If your head is good, but definitely cinnamon toast crunch.
Bro,
I used to eat cereal at D8 games too. I didn't know about nutrition. I used to eat cereal.
I don't eat cereal anymore.
Yeah, nah.
Cereal's having a bad thing?
I guess the milk is very heavy before the game. Sugars, it's not really good.
I never heard of that, like that being an issue.
You think pros eat cinnamon toast crunch before?
No, but like I like if you really think about it, like you're just eating at the end of the day, right? Obviously,
yeah, but you need the right. Your body needs the right fuel.
When you 17, I wasn't even thinking about it. I was probably eating fried chicken somewhere.
But no, me too.
For breakfast?
Yeah, not for breakfast.
Before your game?
But like, yeah, like even when like right now AFC, like I used to eat Texas chicken.
Before the game?
Before the game, after the game.
Nah,
they own it, right?
Yeah, they own it.
You gotta feel right, bro.
Huh?
You gotta feel right. You'll feel different.
No, you'll feel different. You'll feel a little heavy. But like at the end of the day, like I feel like sometimes, well, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying that, but sometimes you don't need to run to know how to play the game. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like think about it. There's players that they don't move, but when they got the ball on their feet, that ball just.
Are you talking about Messi?
No, I mean if you want me to talk about players,
are you talking about Cueva?
That was
Cueva.
You know Cueva?
Nah,
bro, Cueva missed a crazy penalty against Colombia.
Bro. I was literally right there, bro. Just before we go back to that topic, I was there. I went with my cousin. I swear to God, bro. That was my last $300 I had in my bank account.
You bet on them?
Huh?
You bet on Peru?
No, like I bought the ticket to go watch them because right there, like Peru was like top tier.
Yeah, they were good.
They were like top 3 top 4 at that moment. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go with my cousin. He had his whip. That shit could barely run, but we went. I had like my last $300, and since me and my mom's account were connected, so I just grabbed a little bit from her just to complete it. We went and we sat right like there.
Where you took the penalty?
Yeah, literally. Where they took the penalty. Bruh,
I thought he was gonna bury it. It was Cueva.
Yeah. So I think they were tied, and then he was the first one to miss.
Yeah,
bro, that shit goes. Bro. And another thing is like when we were walking out, like I was sad that I lost, right? Pro lost, and all of a sudden I see Colombian people just fighting against each other. What's that? America Nacional or something like that. Yeah. I was like, this guy, bro. I was like, you guys just won. How are you guys fighting about, man? But you know how soccer is in South America. But
man, Cueva.
But like I said, it was like obviously I feel like we don't know. I feel like at that age you don't really.
Yeah,
know.
That's the
Unless
problem.
like you're in a professional atmosphere. I'm pretty sure you were in that New York City FC where like they treated you good, your nutrition, everything's good. We don't know that
in the camp though. I'm assuming. But once season,
you're
eating what you got at home.
Yeah, you're basically eating, like, for example,
whatever. So at that point, it's like it's up to you now.
It's up to you, whether your parents help you or even if someone's on their own and someone's on their own.
Yeah.
Were you like that? Like, oh, I can't eat this because I gotta do this, or not really?
Me, I don't really care. Like, for example,
you didn't care. You didn't know. You weren't aware.
Like, bit of both, but like, it's not like my mom cooked like unhealthy at home.
Okay.
But it was like, like I grew up on like when my parents were working a lot more. Albertson days, bro. I was eating like Burger King before practice, or soda,
Bro, I mean, I think like at academy level, like they'll just feed you anything. Like I remember I used to play with like even MSC. Like we used to go to Chipotle. Well, I think Chipotle was not that bad, but we would just go to like. I remember bro. We went Albertson U14, 15. We went all the way upstate to play Seacoast, I think. It was
okay.
Like
yeah.
6 hours away.
I hated versus them.
Bro, my coach, he was big. His name was Skip. I don't know if you ever met.
I've heard of that.
I've heard of him too.
And right, so I get in the bus and I see a lot of candy. Like it took up 2 seats, like 2 rows. Chips, candy, Fruit Loops, whatever you wanted. Like it was there. And I was like, oh snap, that's perfect. That's for the team. Well, that shit was for him. That was for him, bro. Nah, but all jokes aside, though. But like, we don't like. There's coaches that don't care. I think teams that I feel like they just depend on the players that are good. And stuff like that. I don't know. That's just me though. But I don't think any teams that really cared about nutrition.
I think as time goes on, I think with social media now, everything, I think people are becoming more aware though. Like more
health conscious now.
Yeah.
I mean, now like you could feed
wellness.
soccer players like their pre-game meal, and like you see like smoothie, and like I've seen this. I forgot where was it that I was watching this, and like each individual player has their own specific like milkshake or something like that, where like they each drinking like, and
it's very
for
like
them. It's for them.
Yeah, it's very like
If you drink it, like
specific.
I guess it's pretty dope though. I mean, and people like look at that and they just want to do it as well. So, like that's how they learn. I feel like back in the day, like phones not really existed.
Yeah.
Like, it was just more, I guess, like if, like you said, if you're in the camp and stuff like that, it's crazy to me though. But so you there, where were we at?
I forgot where.
So you were at you got your shot.
Oh yeah, bro. This is.
You versus
Cedar
Stars. Yes.
First of all, warm up, bad, but the goal trainer gives me a handshake. You got this, ready to go. In my head, I'm like, I'm good. I figure out my thing. But the one thing was like, one thing is training. But then when you play a game and the pace is just faster. Like for example, you probably know this guy. I played him, Ronnie Balo, played for Salvadorian national team. Played for City 2.
I've probably seen him. What position does he play?
Winger, I believe.
Is he short?
Yeah.
I've seen him.
Ronnie. He's also familiar, probably by face.
He's shifty, right? Shifty, short.
I believe in Europe somewhere, and then I don't know where he's playing at now, but I saw him recently actually at you guys know Diasa, right? Diego.
Yeah, Diego's.
I went to like a combine and I saw him.
Oh, like the U23 combine, right?
Yeah, like some like Be the Next Pro combine, but like something like that. But basically like, like I versed him and then like a couple other players, but they had a good team, bro. The first pass they give it to me, and like I've always been a goalie that's like, like been able to like dribble out of like tight situations, or I always like to step in with the ball. I take like a bad touch, or like I remember I gave away the first pass in my head. I'm like, shit, like, it's not gonna be a good game.
Good, yeah.
And that ate me up inside. And at that age, I just didn't have the mental strength.
Yeah.
So basically, messed up that pass and then try to make up for it. I remember they put like a ball in behind. Bro, I just come out and I just take the guy out.
Ball or just no ball?
No ball, bro.
You knew already, or is it like you just risk whatever?
It was one of those where it's like, damn, like, can I really get there? But like, let me make up for the last mistake I did.
So you just fucked it up even more.
So
you fucked it up. Just like, let me double down. But was it in the box? Was it close to the box?
It was a free kick, so outside the box.
Okay. Did you
get a red or no?
Nah, I got a yellow. So
nice. All right, you still in the game.
So locked in.
You didn't fuck it up yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
All right.
Not yet. So basically, like, I think I ended up like giving like a pass away or two. I got the yellow, saved the free kick, but then I believe there was another play where they gave me the ball. Actually, no, I mixed it up. The play before that, or a couple plays before that, I tried to they gave me a ball and it got stuck. So I tried to dribble the guy and I just dragged him down. That's where they got the free kick. I got a yellow there. And then there was a couple plays after. I'm like, it's eating me up. It's like, boom. I kind of just want to get out of there. I don't know. I was like panicking,
Yeah.
I wasn't playing good. I'm like, it's not a good look, Bro. They put the ball in behind. This is where I take the guy out. I didn't care about get the ball, bro. I was like, screw the striker. I just go right for the shin guard, bro. I get him. That man falls on the ground. I see the ref. Red card. I'm like, I go in my jersey like this. I'm like, damn.
But you knew already. Yeah.
I had to walk of shame out, bro. I'll never.
But why'd you do it? You just wanted to get out of the game, or
it was just more of a thing again, just
like a mental thing.
Just panicking.
Yeah, just trying to make up for the mistake.
That you just don't concentrate enough, or you're not like disciplined enough to keep going with the game.
To keep the composure.
Yeah, to keep the composure. Most like of course.
And basically with the lack of experience, the game's is moving quick and like. People saying stuff to you on the outside and stuff. So like,
was it packed? Like it was filled up?
Nah, hell no. That's the one thing that I never understood about academy, bro. I played high school soccer my last 2 years of high school. I think the most we got at a game was like 1,500. Bro, it was my final actually because we played like the Suffolk County final. Bro, a DA game, Metal game, City game. The parents go, maybe a couple kids.
Yeah.
Like maybe like 20, 40 people.
Yeah, nothing. Now, in my head, like when I first like played high school, I was like, how's this possible with like academy? Like some of these kids are representing youth national team,
Yeah.
playing professional,
100%.
and no one's at the game. But I feel like it's also
It's also
US
I feel
culture
like
as well.
I feel like it's word of mouth too because there wasn't social media at that time
That time
that
as well.
much.
But I mean, like,
But in high school, you
and-
hear all your friends that are on the team.
like, oh, I'm gonna go
everyone's
watch you play,
watch it.
and like it's right after school.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah,
chill and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. I
Bro,
feel like
I
that's
remember-
mostly.
I remember when I played for Francis Lewis, and we would
Now Francis Lewis would always get it like
we'd verse
like,
Bayside, bro, and they would come to us,
Yeah.
bro.
Crazy games, right?
It was like a Champions League game.
I used to watch my brother play Bayside and Francis Lewis.
And it was
Like it was packed,
Yeah, I can
packed.
imagine.
And I was playing in John Bound, so
Yeah.
we used to play Bayside.
Even when we reverse John Bound too, it would be.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like
They-
our the kids from our school just always come support.
Yeah, I feel like it's just a thing of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just a thing of high school. I mean, yeah, academy, you barely have people watching you
Yeah.
play.
Bro, whack. No ambiente, no environment there, you know. No one even talking smack. You go to like any other country, like for example, you go to Colombia, Nacional and Medellin, the academy play,
Yeah.
like you're gonna be
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but that's just
I can't
pro
imagine.
level though. Like that's you already know. Like that's a pro. Here, like playing academy is like, well, what would you consider that? Really pro? No, right? No, not
Yeah.
really.
And then like obviously there's like, you know, basketball, American football.
Yeah, but that's a subject like like soccer here or football. This is like the third or fourth sport here in
No,
the United
exactly.
States. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to AAU game, you know, but that basketball league, it gets packed.
Right.
And mixtapes, like that's what I always tell my boy, like
Media, everything.
how come these
Crazy.
guys are getting the highlight reels and all this and stuff? But like, you know, it wasn't getting done for footballers. I never understood that.
Never.
A couple years later, now it's happening now. But I always thought about that way.
And it's still
Couple
not as
years
much
back.
as one would think. You know, like
Yeah, no,
even like
definitely
soccer is terrible.
But yeah, so you got the red card.
Oh, the walk of shame, bro. I tell you,
Were you guys losing or no?
I believe we were tied up or we
Ah,
were
so
maybe
yeah.
down like 1-0 or something. But
So it was close.
bro, I got the red. I look at my damn. I'm holding the tears back. You know, I'm like 15 at the time, whatever.
You're 17.
Yeah, bro. I'm walking off, bro. I look at my coach. I don't even think he gave me a handshake. He looked at me,
Damn.
looked straight at the field. I'm like, all right. I walk past the bench, give some players a handshake, think they give me a handshake, but they're giving me the look, you know?
Yeah.
The players.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, bro, I just started breaking down on the bench, like bawling my eyes out with the jersey. Bro, thinking like you some teammates be like, yo, like, you know, you good, bro. Couple minutes pass by, see the goalie coach. He comes over, he's like, man, why you crying? Like I know you messed up, but you know you can't mess up like the morale of the team. You know, try to stay positive. In my head at the time, like, what's this man talking about? Like, I just messed it up bad. Like, so it basically went out this year, went out the other. I didn't give a shit, being honest. But like, and another thing, never forget. Shout out Steve Rizzi. You probably knew his brother. Yeah?
Steve Rizzi, it sounds so familiar.
I think his older brother was Sal.
Sal. Oh, that's my guy.
Oh,
Those are my
yes,
guys, bro.
yes.
But Steve, bro, freestyle, bro.
Oh, you
Dirty.
played with
All three
Steve?
of them. Oh,
Wait.
well, not the third one, but Steve and
I played with Tommy as well.
Tommy's great.
Wait, how old is Steve? What year is Steve?
Steve was
03, I
like
believe.
03. Yeah, his
Okay.
brother
And
was
Sal,
like 2010, I believe. No. I'm bugging. Sal was on 2000 and something.
I think one or something.
He was a U14, and yeah, shout out to Sal, bro. He was one of the guys I was mentioning. Like no one wanted. He was the only one that would give me rides. Like his
Yeah.
dad, him, like
Oh,
and Albertson, like it like you know how it is. It's like
Yeah.
oh egos. People think that they're the best
Yeah.
of the best,
Yeah.
and especially at that time, I think Albertson was considered one of the best teams to it. And Sal was like his dad was really cool. He knew what
Yeah.
I was about,
Mhm.
and he would be like, "Listen, Santa, like you know, since you play before the game
Mhm.
for my son, like I'll take you, like I'll do that." And
Yeah.
you don't have parents that do that, but he's such a good guy. Those two kids, bro, amazing. Steve was
man, that's
like a
crazy. I
freestyle.
forgot. There would
Yeah.
always be a CP.
They would be a CP, yeah. They would always
Every
be at
day.
College Point. They were just like ball out,
Yeah.
like you know. Everybody knew like they just don't pass the ball.
Yeah.
That's what they were known like. Yo,
Yeah.
pass the ball.
They don't
Yeah.
pass the ball.
They don't pass the ball.
But yeah,
Bro, crazy freestyler. Basically, like he was on my team as well. So like he was on the bench at the time. He got subbed out actually. He got subbed out. He says to me on the side, he's like, man, like I was trying to get more goals. I was trying to get a hat trick, and because of you, like
Because of you,
like,
Steve.
I couldn't get it. Yeah, Steve. And my head,
Oh
I'm
wait,
like,
my boy Steve.
I'm like, bro, in my head, like, what? Bro? The memory just said this shit to me, like,
To be-
bro.
That's mad funny.
U17, like there's another story where GA Cup when we went to Atlanta again, and basically like this kind of goes into again like you never know when you're gonna get your shot, you know. So that's why you always gotta stay ready. So basically, the goalie ends up getting injured like while we're preparing,
Oof.
and the dumbest way as well. Again, they did like a little fitness day, like testing where everyone's at, like testing. They tested him against like the fastest player on like the O2. And like he's racing and like you see him like grab his hamstring and going down.
No, but okay. Let's say, would you hype at that point or not? Yo, listen. But you
He was like, yes.
Damn, but then like yes, because that's your shot.
No, exactly. So this is how it was. Like I saw him, like, oh damn, like, is he good? But then back in my head, I'm like, I bet so.
Like,
We might be getting some.
We might get it.
Ah, shit, here we go again.
Here we go.
And at that time too, like this is like when people start getting called into the first team preseason like more consistently. It's like around like 2020, around there.
COVID season,
2019, 2020. So basically, like people are getting called up, and those are some of the best sessions because, like, bro, like you know a baller named Harrison Robleo, like Omar Torres, you know those guys, like
Omar Torres, I know Omar Torres.
like, but basically,
He
like,
played in the middle, I think, or right back.
I
the
believe.
only
So.
one I know is Jack Harrison when he was in NYC.
Oh yeah, I took
That's
a
it.
picture of him when I was in 8th grade.
Yeah, nah, he was a baller, bro. We played in MSC together. Baller kid, bro. Such a nice kid too.
Yeah, he played at Manchester United Academy, right?
He played Manchester United Academy. He came here, played in I think like a private school in New Jersey or something like that.
Berkshire, right? Something like that.
And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they won.
Highlights were
everything,
crazy for
bro,
that school. I watched his highlights
Bro,
on
his
YouTube.
highlights were crazy.
For that
He won
school
Gatorade
game?
National Player of the Year. Then he went on to winning nationals. Then he went to play. He won like the best player in nationals. And then after that, he won everything. So then after that, he went to Wake Forest. Forest, he got drafted number 1 in New York City FC. This kid was nice, bro.
But it's all about the formation. Like you bring an overseas kid out here, he's gonna like.
Bro. Once you brought him, and like he said, he was in Man United.
Yeah.
Bro, like you already knew he was going pro.
No,
He was
definitely.
He had the body for it.
Yeah.
Big as hell. Lefty, righty. You don't even know where he was going, man. It's crazy. But so after that, you saw him get hurt. What had happened at that point?
So basically, I guess they're like panicking. Like they thinking like maybe he's joking, you know?
They were panicking because they're like, "Damn, we got Danny in the."
No, literally, that's probably what they're saying.
Damn.
They looked at Danny. They were like,
No,
shit.
This kid's gonna
like,
fuck it up again.
you know what it was too? Like going back to the red court after that happened, I didn't touch the field for 3 months.
They didn't play you?
No, I'm telling you, they treat it like professional. Even professional is more cutthroat. You get it up and you're not a well-known figure. Like, bro, you're out or you're pushed to the curb.
You know what that reminds me of? What was the keeper that was for Liverpool that he played in the final and he fucked up bad?
Karius.
Then he went
feel
to
bad for him.
somewhere in like, bro, he was.
And he was
till now he's not unknown.
Yeah, and he played a good season too. Like,
but that he fucked
that
up.
final he messed
But
up.
apparently, there's a theory that like he had like a concussion or something.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I feel like at that point, like you just start putting things like.
You don't think
or
that's
like,
possible though?
Or like when you miss a goal, or like you're like you look back and you're looking at the ground like dang, like something is here. You know what I mean? But it happens, bro. Like you know it.
But why did that theory come up? Like
you telling me that
reason?
for 90 minutes that was the only error you made?
No, I mean I feel like for example like there's a lot of like you said before, like, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff we don't know.
That's true.
But like for example, like remember the R9 story, that one World Cup where like he had a seizure or whatever, like
yeah.
But apparently Nike made him play, or he was hurt or something. Nike
something like that.
Yeah,
because he got forced to play or something. I remember.
I'm not saying maybe that happened because obviously they have backups and stuff, but like you never know.
Yeah,
you never know. So like basically, but yeah, he messed up bad, and that's the thing. Like it happened to me at a small level. Imagine the Champions League messing up and millions of people sending you death threats and like you trash this and that, kill yourself, like all that.
So
what they saying, bro.
So your teammate got injured and they like, we got Karius. So
we got Karius.
We got Karius.
We got Danny, bro. So 3 months without playing is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because then like you were there, and now you go back to square one.
Yup. But then again, same thing, just back to the drawing board. But like, I was starting to do better in training, like getting more confidence. And then like, for example, when we would do the gym work, I'll try to be a little more focused and try to do a little more on the side, like with the ladder in the driveway, do some footwork, stuff
Yeah.
like that, a little more extras. But then, yeah, basically the first game I got back was at a showcase, a DA showcase in Florida, which is another great experience. It's the hotel we got right on the beach. So with your key card, you open,
Yeah.
private beach right there,
Oh.
nice pool, bro.
Everything paid for.
Yup.
Just
Wait,
not
wait,
just
hold on. But I want to hear what happened.
So he got hurt.
Oh, you got hurt. You got hurt. And here's the thing. Like,
you started.
so basically, like that GA Cup, and we end up bringing a guest player goalie, who's actually playing for Fulham right now.
Oh
His name is
shit.
Alex Borda. Shout out my man Alex. He was my roommate. Mad chill.
Oh shit. That's crazy.
But he was playing for Cedar Stars, and they brought him in. But basically, you know, I feel like, or I knew like I was performing in training, and I was gonna be the number one. GA Cup happens. I didn't start the first game. They versus Atlanta United, and we won on PKs. The second game, bro, we versus Columbus. And at this point, I think like the training before, like I feel like a little tweak in like my lower back. I don't know what it was. And like, at this time, like my confidence was high. I was feeling sharp just because I knew my time was coming. And I was preparing very well. And I felt that a bit, but then I didn't want to like let my shot go. So I just played through it.
Played through it, yeah.
And I was balling the first part of the game, you know. Bro. Like the 90th minute or something.
Oh my god.
I've been catching crosses. I've been doing good. They put a cross in. I call away. I tell my big center back, tall ass center back, he's playing at Duke right now, Cameron. I'm like, away. He just let it bounce. Low-key, I should have got it. But like I didn't want to risk it in the 90th minute. So I just wanted to head it out. It bounces. Like the guy gets there, and again, there's like another little divot. But it was weird. Like it wasn't like it hit the divot and bounced up, but like he like hit like a half volley, but not that hard. I had the ball right here. It spills like back, it hits the divot and goes in. I look back. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, oh my god, bro.
Shit.
Fucking divots, yo.
Stories with that, but it goes in.
Bro.
90th
And those are
minute.
grass fields. too.
Grass
I know, yeah.
And they're all beaten up because they're playing a lot of games. Bro.
Yeah.
You get like the last game, you're kind of like messed up. Like damn, like
Nah, the ground do be fucked up. You're right. I remember playing those fields. Fuck, man.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, like.
So you guys lost 1-0.
No, they tied it up. It was like 2-2 or something. Like we were balling, we came back.
And then you went to penalties?
PKs, yeah. I ended up saving one, but we lost. We
Oh,
lost on
sorry.
PKs.
I mean, you did your job.
At least you saved one.
You did your job. The whole point is for you to just block one, I think, and then the rest is just the players.
But in my head, I'm thinking like, oh, like, you know, we lost. Like, we might not have a chance to qualify. And we ended up winning the last game against Orlando. We qualified anyway.
Nice.
So like on the bus.
You played?
Hell no, nah, because I was my back was bugging me. I was like, you know what? I'll take the last game off.
Mm-hmm. So you guys qualified?
And Orlando wasn't that strong of a team at that time. We qualified, but on the bus after we lost to Columbus, again, bro, I was tight because like, bro, stupid mistake.
Some mistakes,
Yeah.
like it just bites you for like days, bro. Like fuck, like that should never happened.
And bro, I started bawling my eyes out on the bus, bro.
This guy.
They're like, yo, you good, bro? Like, we're gonna get you on the next one. Like, don't worry. But like I always, like, I guess, like, cared a lot.
Yeah.
And I always like had a high expectation. So like when I made a mistake like that, I'm like, damn, like.
Nah, it's tough at that age too. When you're really young, man.
If you're U15 goalie playing U7, 16, 17, and like you have something to prove at that point. And if you don't, it gets you because you're like, damn, like this is my chance, and if I don't take the opportunity, then it could be that's it.
No, that's how I thought about it. Cause you low key thinking about your teammates before, yo, like he got. So it's like, damn, like if the mistakes keep stacking, then
they're gonna have to let you go.
Yeah. So basically, yeah.
So you guys made playoffs. How'd you guys do in playoffs?
Here's the thing, man. COVID, man.
COVID hit?
Messed up a lot of people. So Joe says like I started, the foot was up and running, and like preseason tour was a little before COVID. So again, like crazy sessions. We trained with the older guys, like ballers, and I felt like I developing a faster I was developing at a fast rate. COVID comes, and at this time, like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they were gonna bump the age groups up. So now the 04, 05s are gonna be the new U17s.
Yeah.
The 03s, 02s would be the new U19s.
Yeah.
And then with like some of the older guys. So everything got bumped up, and they told me, okay, you're gonna be a starter going forward. So going into that spring season,
Imagine they telling you that.
and then boom, it gets shut down. We thinking, okay, next week we back. Next thing you know, it's 3 months.
3 months, yeah. It shut down. Everything was shut down for like 3 months.
And we just did online workouts. But like, this is where COVID, I thank God, because like, it really like just helped me get like more discipline. Because like, I'm telling you, in the beginning, it was
Can't really do much.
It was just eating and just playing
video games. Yeah, video games.
That shit was crazy, right? I can't believe like the fucking world went through that.
And I had high school at that time, bro, on the computer. I wasn't doing that.
Bro, I remember.
How you not doing good, bro? Yeah, I would have cheated.
Do you remember?
I
think everybody did.
Do you remember what you were doing during COVID? Like, were you?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I was just. It was like opposite day.
Yeah.
Like you would sleep throughout the like from 12 a.m. to like 8 p.m. Wake up, and then I'll just grind Call of Duty for like from like 10 p.m. to like 6, 7 in the morning.
Bro,
my dad screaming, "Ya vete a dormir." I'm like, damn, this guy. But it was a terrible because like once COVID season, I got actually a tryout. Victor, he told me he wanted me to try out for Loudoun United, which was like the second team I think for like
DC.
That's the championship.
Yeah, that was USL Championship. So that Loudoun United was like the second team, right? Or was it like second or third?
I believe so. Second.
Yeah, it was their second team, man. I was like, if I go, I know it's gonna be a waste. I haven't trained.
Yeah.
I'm eating. I'm still in shape, but your body, the way it reacts,
wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
And I went to train that same day, and like, but obviously in College Point, and I threw up. Like I was just out of shape.
Yeah.
Like, this was my first time throwing. It was crazy. So I'm thinking to myself, if I go, because he was like, we need to sign players at this time. So I was like, I delayed to answer him. Like I delayed it, and he was just more so like, can you make it or not? And I'm thinking, I was like, if I go right now, the conditions that I am, when there's players that they're a professional level at that point, and if this just happened to me, that's gonna happen even worse over there.
Yeah.
So one, I'm gonna make myself look bad. I'm gonna make Victor look bad, and then I'll just get sent back. So it was like it was not worth it for me. So
shit.
When you guys ended the training sessions with New York City FC, what happened then? Like once everything was up and running.
So basically, like again, like we just did like Zoom workouts. But at this time, like I was joining every one, like because I wanted to, like I'm showing that I'm working,
Yeah.
And they would tell me, oh, like keep joining the workouts. You're doing good. You're making progress. So I'm thinking I'm good. The meeting comes around like June time, around there. And funny thing about this, my brother was playing Warzone, and like the day of the meeting, I just had a weird feeling. I'm like, oh, like in my head, I'm like, I'm making it, but just deep down, I'm like, oh, something felt off. So like, I'm telling you right now, my brother's playing Call of Duty Warzone. He's in the
Which
gulag.
brother?
Mateo. He's upstairs in the little attic
Fucking
room.
Mateo.
It's like I'm in the gulag.
He's in the gulag, bro. And I'm telling him, yo, if you die right now, I'm getting cut.
And he died.
That man dies, my heart dropped.
Oh.
The meeting was in like 5 minutes.
Damn.
I go downstairs, and you have the meeting with your parents. So like, I'm on Zoom. And
individually or as a team?
Individual.
Okay.
Individual meeting.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
It's on
Fucking
Zoom.
Mateo, bro.
That boy sold.
He sold, bro. He sold.
And what happened?
Bro, so we joined the meeting on Zoom, like a little laptop. Hey, how have you been, Danny? Everything good? I'm like, yeah, everything's good. Just training at home, usual. And I cut to the chase. I'm like, all right, so when's preseason?
Yeah, of course, just to get out the way. Yeah.
And he kind of like shrugs it off. A couple sentences later, he's like, we have no intentions of keeping you as a coach.
So what was your reaction?
So my heart like dropped. Look at my parents. They're like shocked as well. I'm shocked. I'm like,
oh, they're listening too.
Because they promised me before the season, you're gonna be the starter for your age group next year.
You said that,
I'm thinking, okay, like I have that security. I'm improving as well.
Yeah.
They've been saying good things. But then what basically happened was the same goalie I told you about, the athletic one, they kept him with my age group basically. So like he basically I guess played down a year. But like he had interest from like a big college. And at that time, I didn't really have interest in no college or nothing. But also, I didn't really put myself in any of the recruitment things. Cause I don't know, I had no interest. So I just wanted to play.
Just wanted to play, yeah.
And like, yeah, it's basically what happened. I got
So
Damn,
you
bro.
got cut for the athletic guy,
basically, yeah.
and
Yeah.
then but you didn't stay as a second goalie or third, or they already
There was
had
another goalie.
The 2005.
The one that went as a
younger
guest.
goalie.
Oh, younger.
No,
goalie.
no,
Oh,
he
it was a
didn't
different
stay.
goalie. Oh, okay, it was a different goalie.
I believe he went to England at that time. He
So
was-
what you do, bro? What was your reaction there?
You know what the thing is that sometimes like before, like in the moment when they tell you want to keep you, if
Mhm.
I feel like if COVID didn't happen, you would have been good.
Yeah.
Because since they had
Essentially, yeah.
time to reflect and to see what the team
Yeah.
should like, if they want to move forward or not. I
Yeah.
feel like that time and with those 3 months is just kind of like I
You
feel
would have
like
played.
yeah,
You would have had a
Yeah.
I mean,
things maybe would have been different.
I know you. I would have teared up, bro.
Yeah. What
Wow,
happened?
Wallahi, I would have teared up.
You started
bro.
crying.
I started crying after, bro. I didn't cry in call,
Yeah.
but
What'd you say? You didn't say anything though. I would have been like, "Yo, you said you were gonna start me."
bro, I was like shocked. I was actually, I do remember actually. I was like mid crying. I wasn't crying all the way, but I was like,
Put your head down and
yeah,
just thinking
I
about
was like,
like,
thank you
damn.
guys so much. I said something like that, and then
I've
after
been like,
my pops was like, even if it was me now, I'm like, man, you really gonna play me this whole time? Like, you just tell me
Just-
straight
Nah,
up.
of course. Yeah.
I feel like that's it. I
mean, you were
feel like
young.
it's better.
I was shy at that time though.
Maybe now you'd be like, "Bro, you said
You
told me you're gonna start me."
what would have done honestly at that age, you 17, well, like you 16, 17, I was really cocky at that time because I really was I was balling at that time. I would have
Yeah.
been like, I'm better than your whole team, man. So why you petting
And
me?
then end the Zoom call.
And then boom,
just end
yeah,
And
boom.
bro, I was really cocky at that age. But anyways,
So what you do there? What happened there?
you just thanked them and then
yeah, they're like, if you need help finding a team, in my head, I'm like, man, I don't want your help. I'll find my own team.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
yeah, you were,
No, of course.
I was pissed, crying, and then I called my boy because all my boys that play for the high school team, shout out my boy Wilbur. He's like, yo, like I called him that I got cut. He's like, I told him like, cause he always tell me come play for the high school team, you know. We
yeah,
need
and
you."
academy players couldn't play, right?
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
coach would always ask for me, yo, like, and because also my oldest brother Santi played for our high school team, so like the assistant coach, shout out my man Coach Suarez. He'd
Was
always
it-
say, "Come play," you know. You met him at the baby
Yeah,
shower. Yeah.
So
You met
I'm not
him.
trying to give details, but yeah.
we gotta get those videos of that day, bro.
So
I
what
got
were
you.
you
I'll show you after.
saying? So what were you saying?
So basically, he'd always tell me, "Oh, like come play. You know, it'll be fun. You have a good time." It was always at the back of my head. I was like, "Damn, like it would be an interesting experience." And at this time, like, for example, you play for New York City FC. At least in my high school, like only like the soccer people knew. Like they always knew. Oh, like Danny's a nice goalie. You know, or,
Yeah.
he plays for this team. But you know, the girls and nothing like that, or just other people in school, they would just like,
Nah.
he just plays soccer.
Yeah.
But when you play for the school team, everything changes.
Everything changes, bro. That's just yeah, it's crazy how
Your
like
aura just probably just
100%, 100%.
your
from
aura hit like plus 1,000.
after after you lost
Fuck the red card.
fucked after you
You in
lost
high
the aura.
school.
Yeah, high school's bro. I feel like that changes you too, bro. But so you decided to go back to high school, like
Yes.
play ball.
So
He
basically,
never left
No,
high
I'm saying
school.
like once I play high school ball.
so basically,
He fucked up geometry, but he never left high school.
So you went to play a high school ball, and how
Yeah,
did that go?
my 11th grade. So basically, before that, my boys were at Medoval, so they told me to pull up.
Okay.
So I played for Medoval, but again, it was COVID, so like we were training and stuff, and then like we had some games in the fall. But the one thing I didn't like was that the games were getting canceled. So
Oh.
like I
It was like
told
on and
them-
off.
And then high school started in spring. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play high school. And basically, like, I would go to my Medoval practice, and since some of the games would get canceled and stuff, like I would have more free time. So it didn't really conflict in my schedule. But basically, high school soccer was, I'd say, it's the closest to college soccer in terms of environment. Maybe not on level,
Yeah.
but in terms of like your school
Yeah. I
coming to
agree.
watch.
Yeah.
you,
Yeah. Like a
and,
little fans.
I guess getting known for your sport, yeah, it's the closest to I guess college soccer.
Yeah.
Just prep, and especially in New Jersey, that's more high level.
Yeah. New Jersey, like they have like those like private schools that are like high level recruitment, like
Yeah.
best of the best, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So how did that go? You had a great
win any game or
season.
not?
Did you guys win?
Our junior year we had a squad, but we got knocked out the first round of the playoffs. in the piss and rain, bro. We played in the worst conditions, and the same school I lost to my first round, I actually lost to in my senior year of high school. But basically, like, we smoked them on, like, we had like a shitty grass field, like a bad grass field, and we smoked them, and we're all laughing and stuff. And you know how they get the draws, like, for the playoffs. We versed them in the first round. We're thinking, yo, we getting the dub easy, you know.
And you guys got smoked.
And we lost in overtime, bro.
Damn.
We missed a lot of chances, but that's what I'm saying. Like, again, like, the one thing about high school, the refs are terrible, bro.
Nah, it's just
they are
like,
terrible.
I mean, they're just, you have 2 refs, right? Just 2 refs, or you have 3?
I had 3.
No, we would not.
Yeah, I had 3.
I think there was 3.
PSAL.
I think there was
PSAL, we used to have like one guy in one half, the other guy in the other half. Terrible.
It's questionable call, but they beat us fair and square. You know, I'm not gonna make excuse. I'm not gonna be no sour Unk 2 thing about Unk. You know?
Yeah, nah, of course.
So good memories, you know. But basically, yeah, like we had a squad that year. I think I got like 10 clean sheets out of like 14 games, maybe something.
Pretty
like
good.
So I got like an award, like all county, something like that. But that's what I'm saying. Like the level was a lot lower.
Oh yeah,
and I had a good team, so it was like I wasn't really getting too much action. Maybe like a couple games. But like,
how do you feel? How do you feel about that? That academy players couldn't play in a high school level.
I always wanted to. I feel like they should, but at the same time too, it's like I just kind of like I feel like U.S. soccer has to advance like how they're doing in Europe. Like,
it's terrible.
It's too mixed up.
Yeah, good thing. Like I mean, I had the best. Like I guess you could say my freshman year, I played high school ball, and academy players could play.
Yeah,
it's like the best thing ever. Why? Because you have the best of the best athletes playing.
Yeah.
I had, Danny Bedoya and Francis Lewis, Luisito, you had Charlie, all those players, and then you have you had all these Bayside Flame players that were like top tier level, and players from Albertson and stuff like that. And when you play them at a high school level, it was dope because you have, like you said, like a lot of people go watch them play.
Yeah, the environment.
And it's like the environment's crazy, the level is crazy. And then the next year after that, they took out academy players can't play, and you go watch at that level, and it's terrible.
Yeah,
terrible. Yeah, a lot of people, obviously it's still like, let's say Francis Lewis versus Bayside, which is a classic. It was still terrible. Like you could go and you see the level of soccer, and it was like,
yeah, I don't think it should be allowed. Like I think
you don't think it should be allowed. Why not?
Yeah, like I think it's great, like how you said, because during my time we weren't allowed to play high school.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think if you're like playing for an academy team or like the DA back then or the MLS next now, I think players should just be focused on that one league. I don't know, because it's not like the whole high school team is gonna be good. Sometimes the coaches aren't great. Yeah. Sometimes they're gym teachers. Sometimes there's some coaches that are good. Like in my school, we had 2 coaches, and they knew about soccer, so we would run good practices and stuff. But I've heard other friends and their coaches don't know anything.
But don't you think like the level of soccer, at least for a player, that you experience it both in high school and in DA?
Oh, you're saying just to like experience it?
Yeah, because the thing is, as a player for me, like I'm going to play for Albertson and I'm playing for John Bound. Though we didn't have a great team or a great season, I still would know at the level I am because I'm playing against these top tier players. I'm playing 4 years up basically. You're playing U18 players, and you're performing.
Okay.
As a player, and you, like you said, you're playing 2 years up, so you advance more than other people.
Yeah.
Right. As a U14 player that I was going into, or is like 13, 14 years old, I'm playing against Daniel Bedoya.
I agree.
All these teams.
Okay.
As a player, I've surpassed like all my age groups. Why? Because just the level of it was just insane, and like either you're good or either you're bad. There's no in between.
I agree on that part, because when I was a starter at freshman at my school, and you'd verse seniors. Seniors are like 18, going to college, senior year. I think that is good, but I just think the environment is not that great. Like the training and like it's nothing compared to academy, bro.
I feel like everybody went there for the vibes.
Yeah.
And then like second is like you're representing your school. Like I'm in, let's say I was in Bayside.
I like that part. I love that
like
part.
I'm in Bayside. Like you go with your people. Like my classic was Flushing versus Bound. But when we go to Flushing, we used to go in a big ass group. We used to have like a whole entire and they were red, we were blue. And like, you know, back in the day it was a little dangerous because of like gangs and stuff like that. But we used to go and like we used to just battle it out. We had people getting punched in the stomach.
Yeah.
But it was just crazy intensity games. And like as a player, you like that. At least me as a competitive player that you know, it's good. But now the next year after that, obviously I didn't play, but you look at it and it's like, damn, like how the level just dropped tremendously.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Like, you know, now you go to the games, people just go to the game because it's a base at Francis Lewis game. It's not like because Santi Moore or Academia Cup or Dennis, my brother Dre Huerfano, and like you're playing against Daniel Bedoya, Charlie, Danny Castro, all these players. And it's not, you know what I mean? So I feel like I don't think as a competitive player, and I think they also agree with me when it comes to like those type of games you would want.
I agree.
That hype that you would want.
Yeah.
Now I guess you could say now like they should focus on that because most of the time I don't know what's the reason why they cut it out, but
I heard it was like injuries.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like I heard that like when they were going into their season, like they're
probably just overworked too.
Yeah. I mean you have to you train Monday through third Friday.
Yeah.
Monday was recovery. Tuesday was for me was fitness.
Yeah.
2 hours. Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday was straight practice, tactical stuff. Friday was just 1 hour practice, and then Saturday rest. Sunday game time.
Yeah.
So it's like 6 times a week. It's a really big commitment, but yeah. So
you had your high school season, and what was after high school?
Was it Queensborough?
Yeah, Queensborough was after high school.
So they came out like to like I think it was like before COVID or after COVID that they were gonna come like do this big thing like Queensborough with the VDV and stuff like that. So how did that happen?
So basically, like the Queensborough thing came about when I was still a junior in high school. Like, because I was a junior, like I did my high school season. I did Med Oval, and I think also I tried for Orlando City at that time, and then after that.
So you went all the way over there.
To Orlando, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice. How did that go?
It was a good experience. Again, like I balled. I felt like I did my thing, but then again, it's just the timing. Like they already had a goalie who was like me. Shout out my man Isaac, baller.
So you basically went at the wrong time.
Exactly.
Or you joined at the wrong time. Yeah, basically the same thing.
And I thought I did my thing, and just when you're in that environment, because no doubt, like I had a really good middle team, but the environment at Orlando, like 90% of those kids want to be professional, you know?
Yeah, of course. It's
I love that environment. Just competitive every day, like, grinding, you know, for your goal, you know? Even like sometimes I'm at Oval, like I remember I'll get to the practice early and I'll jog around the field, I'll jump rope, I'll do stuff, and like that's probably like one thing. Even like social media, I'd make like some cringe like TikTok. I'll get clowned on, but like I would even like people would say, "Oh, like, why are you jogging before practice? Why are you doing this?" But like I feel like that's a good habit that like for me now, just because like it's always made me like strong mentally. Like people always get to talk regardless, so you do good or bad.
Yeah.
But like basically, when I saw at Orlando that environment, I was like, man, I want to continue. And then at the end of the trial, because I was supposed to meet like Kaká and Nani, because how I got the trial was my pops. My pops from Medellin, so like when they played in El Barrio, a player called Oscar Pareja, he's still Orlando City's head coach, first team.
Like, so he basically hooked you up into that trial.
Hooked me up, bro. But basically he was like, oh, like come train, we'll get a look at him, and I was hyped because it was out of nowhere, you know. But basically at the end of the day, they said, oh, like like you're talented, but it's just not the right time. We have no need for you. I'm like, okay, cool. But like, again, I was supposed to meet Kaká, Nani. I was like, screw that. I just want to dip. So I go to the parking lot, just crying in the car, bro. Cried, bro. I'll tell you, why the tears of this journey, bro? I've had more heartbreaks in football than any girl, bro. I'm not even joking, bro.
Bro, it happens, bro. And it happens a lot with like not just you, but a lot of people that go and try outs and the bad news. Thank God I never had a bad news, but I've seen kids that get cut and they just stop playing.
Yeah,
that's who. Yeah, sometimes.
Like I said, like we were talking about it with Julian. It was like it's either one picks you up, you keep going forward, or you find something else to do.
Yeah.
So I mean, you being in Orlando, I probably wouldn't even care about meeting them either. I think I would just be like, yo, damn, I just want to go home. Like,
yeah, literally. So it was like a vacation / trial. So like even like it was still COVID. So like I had the assignments. I had like a trigonometry test. I was so bad at math, so my brother literally took it from me.
Oh.
He got like a 90 on the test, 100 on the test. But I'm telling you, at that time, COVID, we would join the class, Google Meet. I was either playing Xbox, and then when my mom would come in the room, turn it off, I'll turn it off, I'll turn it back on. Or I like this is like when when I got cut from City, like this is when I really started like becoming an athlete, taking the gym more seriously. And like for example, my junior year, I wake up like 5:30 in the morning, go run, do jump rope, all that, like lifting weights. So I was starting to build some muscle and like become more athletic. So like during like Zoom class, I was like, "Man, I'll just Google this later, you know." So
Yeah.
the class would be on, the laptop would be on my porch, and I would just be training in the driveway, or I would just go run. And basically, bro, that's how it was. But basically, going back to the Orlando thing, they told me nah. Cried in the car, and I came back to Medovo with like kind of like a bad attitude because I was like, I don't want to really be here anymore. Like it's not the same.
At one point, did you want to stop playing, or is it that never
Nah,
crossed your mind?
never.
Oh, okay.
But it was more of a thing of like, damn,
Like mentally
I need that
draining you?
environment again, you know?
Nah, it's hard once you get exposed to an environment like that. You're like,
You
damn.
want to keep going back.
Yeah, you want to stay there.
And that's
So you went back to Medovo.
And I had the MLS Next playoffs at the time. We lost in the first round against PDA, which they made it to the final. And then the Orlando team I tried for won everything.
Holy shit. Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They won everything. And they had a squad. But it's like I said, it's also like there's a difference between like some of these clubs, like for example, New York City FC. And then again, like one of these MLS Next academies. It's probably different now. But at that time, like we're there getting like from the airport. It's in Texas, hot. Like,
Oh yeah, that's terrible weather.
first of all, we had
Texas
to
is
wait like
hot.
2 hours, bro. That alone, you dehydrated, you tired from the flight, and then we didn't train the day before. Usually, like at City, I remember we would train the day before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get like a 1 or 2 days before like whatever tournament.
You get your waters, you get everything's handed to you. And here, like, we got the waters like the next morning or something. I don't even know. So we dehydrate. I swear down, we playing the playoff game. Mad hot. I forgot what time it was, but like there was really a couple plays where I'm just like blinking, like yo, I'm like tripping out, like what the hell's going on? And like it's like I said, like they scored 2 goals on me. Like I don't really remember if I could have done anything or not, but even then it was just like that game was kind of a blur just because, bro, I'm just mad dehydrated. Like I'm just kind of going through the motions, bro.
He's like, "Where's my water?"
But
Damn.
and we ended up losing the first round. So we just played like consolation games after and stuff.
Oh yeah, once you lose, let's say you play like just friendly games. And
Yeah,
shit.
like friendly games. But yeah, basically like
So that season ended, and is that when you went to Queensborough?
Queensborough was basically after my senior year of high school. So Medovo, like basically like I did senior year, but then I wanted to go back to high school because it was fun. Like I did my 11th grade COVID year. They didn't say nothing because I even put up a post on Instagram like, oh, like thank you to all the seniors. I didn't think I was gonna play, and like one of my coaches saw it. He didn't say nothing because like we were barely playing and it wasn't getting in the way of my Medovo.
Yeah.
And then the following year, I guess I was captain, whatever, and like schedule's going back to normal. And for example, I'd have a high school game in the morning, and then I'd have like a MLS Next game in the afternoon.
Afternoon, yeah.
And like I was managing it, but then for example, they started putting games throughout the week for high school, and I had them at oval practice.
Oh yeah.
I missed one practice. I ended up saying, I told the coach like an hour before practice, like, oh, something happened. I can't go. He's like, what do you mean? I just left him on red, bro.
How you leave a coach on red?
Actually, I didn't leave him on red. I was like, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, that's insane. Yes, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I tell you, bro. But yeah, basically, like, it started getting in the way, and they started picking up on it. And then I remember my goalie trainer, shout out to Sebastiano, probably one of the best goalie trainers I've worked with. I'd say probably best in New York. But basically, like, he sends me a text one day. I'm in English class because my English teacher is my high school coach, and he's like, oh, like we know like the club and like knows you're playing high school, whatever. There's like, it's basically like if you get exposed on the T app, but we're not talking about the that. We'll cut that. But basically, add all pictures, of me playing high school, all the articles.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, like we gotta talk this and that. So I go to training that day, and I had a meeting with my head coach. He said, "Hey, you got to make a decision. It's either you
College
play
ball.
high school, or you stay with us, but you can't play till the spring." So he basically like said I couldn't play anymore in the fall, and I would just have to train until the spring season.
Nah, I would have played
And
high
I
school.
said, "Screw that." So I just chose high school. I said, "Thank you very much." I kind of just left like that. Finished my high school season. We made it to the county final. Crazy run. I think it was like the first time we made it to the final in like 40 years.
Damn.
Like that.
Basically, since the school opened.
Or since like 1960 something.
Damn.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the environment, like that final, like, bro, people screaming. I think even like they throw like white claws at the security guards. Like a professional game, kind of,
Yeah.
But we ended up losing, whatever. And I was without a team. I joined a local team called CESA for a month. And then I went to like some event. What's that event they do at Randall's?
Sueña Alianza?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
First of all, that event sucks. Scam.
Nah,
You don't
I
gotta
can't say
pay
a scam. But
It's not a scam.
I went to that. As I was telling Julian, I went to that, made it to nationals. I ended up getting picked up from Morelia and Zacatecas. I mean,
It's not a scam, but I'd say I feel like, it's a good event if you're Mexican.
oh yeah, because they'll sign you first because they could sign anybody.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
if for you to be
Unless you
foreign,
really stand out.
yeah,
Really stand out.
yeah, of course. But it's fun. I guess you could say it's fun. It's a good experience.
But like I made it to the round where you versus the MLS team.
That's the next day.
Yeah,
The
so I
next
made
day.
it to the next day. But basically, like, the one thing I didn't like was just like it was so, like super unorganized. It was mad kids, so like you're there at Randall's in winter, freezing,
Mm-hmm.
and like, bro, like I never forget. Like, I took one of my boys, so he had like an event to go to or something, or like, some family thing.
Yeah.
I had to tell the coach, like, oh, okay, so like, did I make the next round or not? Like, I have to take this guy home. And he was like, all right, if you leave, you're not making it the next day. So I'm in my head, like, bro, come on, like I know you have the answer right there. Like most of these guys are leaving anyway.
Yeah.
So basically, I had to end up staying, and then I made the next day, whatever. But that's basically like Queensborough was there at the event, and they saw me. But then, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, like again, junior year I trained with them, but this was like I didn't join yet, and they already had 2 goalies. But then they asked if I wanted to stay, but I just decided to stay with Med Oval, and then I kind of just kept contact with them. But then again, that event, I got invited to like a practice or two. They asked if I wanted to stay. I said yeah, and then from there it was just that's a team with a lot of ballers, man. It's pure under 20
Queensborough?
team. Yeah.
I saw the run you guys did. I think you guys made. Well, I saw the final. I believe.
I
Where
didn't
you
even
guys
play.
were winning like 3-0.
Yeah.
And then I was like 3-0 first half,
Yep.
and then 4-3.
Yeah.
That's I don't know how you
You guys
guys
lost
that.
4-3?
That was like national finals, right, or something like that?
Semifinals.
Semifinals.
We were right there.
3-0 first half. I was like, bro, I turned it off. I was like, all right, I saw what I needed to see.
Thanks.
Like, you guys already won. Maybe second half, maybe it's a 0-0, 1-0. Bro, and then later that night, I'm looking through social media, and then I see they lost, basically. There's like a poster like thank you everyone, or something like that. I was like, damn, and I went back to the video and I was watching all the, it was crazy.
And yeah, basically, that game I didn't play because I had a red card. Me and the striker Jonah. Shout out Jonah. He's playing for Necaxa right now, I believe.
Oof, that's dope.
But like, we both got a red card in the quarterfinal, bro.
Damn.
Both got a red in the quarterfinal. But nah, Queensborough was interesting because we started off in the USL like academy, just playing some games.
USL A, right?
USL A, and then we just joined the UPSL like in the springtime, and then like it was a dope experience because like first taste of like amateur football, like way different than the academy. I feel
Of
like
course, yeah.
like you get a young kid, obviously overseas kid at that level, like when they're playing youth academy there, it's a lot higher than here. Or we'll say they play like non-league in England, you put like an academy kid in there.
Yep.
I'd kind of compare it to that, but I'd say like, bro, like
And
some teams were good though. They were nice.
you had what's that team where like all these players were playing
Oyster Bay.
Oyster Bay. You also had Queens Meadows.
Nah, we didn't verse them.
But they were in that. They were there, right, or no?
They were there. They were there, I think, a year or two before. But I don't think they were around at the time.
Who else was there? I think you also guys had there's like a couple of teams that were pretty good, but you guys were like the youngest ones, right? Because you guys were like a U something like U20, or was it like open?
Nah, it was like U20 around there.
So you guys were, I think Nico was there too, and Nico Vidal.
He was there a year before.
Oh, a year before.
And like he would like train with us, but that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of like his age group basically like they got phased out kind of.
Oh, okay. So you were the year after that.
Yeah, I was the year after.
Which one? Which is that was your year was the better one? I'm assuming.
It'd be up to the. I don't know. That'd be a crazy game, bro.
Really?
Our squad against their squad. That's 100%. That'd be a crazy game.
And after that year, the whole year of playing with Queensborough, what you do? Like how did that season go? Like throughout you played, got your confidence back, or what was it like?
Oh yeah. So basically, like, they gave him to me straight up that I was gonna be the starter, you know. And again, just same thing from like the past, just grinding the training, show out in the games.
Yeah.
That's what I did. And then they liked me a lot because I was good with the feet. You know, Spain coach likes to build up, and I learned a lot there. And just, I'm telling you, just, bro, mad ballers, bro.
How was the rest of Queensborough? What did you end up? What was after that?
So basically, like as Queensborough wrapped up, and like here's the thing of like with amateur football here compared to amateur football in like say Germany or in England, for example. Like my first season, like I won the team of the season in the Northeast, like over like the older goalies, you know, whatever. I was still like 17 at the time, and I think the goal I won it over is playing right now in the MLS for Philadelphia Union.
Damn.
So if like any other country, I probably would have gotten invited on trial a couple teams. I didn't get my phone was not ringing for no trial.
Yeah, it's just terrible.
So you get stuck here. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like I've been playing UPSL since I was 17 years old. I'm 21 right now. You know, so it's like it's a hard. You know, there's not really a progression really in
and
UPSL.
it's not. I don't think it has ever been a progression. UPSL is just like any other APSL.
Yeah.
Cosmopolitan. It's just there. Once let's say you win it.
Yeah.
What is there next to do? You know what I mean?
100%.
And like, there's no like.
You don't get like promoted or anything,
It's
right?
not like you don't get promoted. Well, even if there is a promotion, like you're still stuck there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the money is terrible. Like
Yeah.
personally, I wouldn't quit my job, just to win $20,000 a year. Respectfully speaking, why? Because like, what am I gonna do? Like, it's good if I'm like 17, perfect. But at this age,
yeah,
even at 25, 23, 24, like I'm not risking that. Hell no.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you finished off the season. I know you guys did. You guys lost in the semifinals after losing, winning 3-0. You guys got. So tell us now, what is next for you? I know you're playing in Renegades right now, or play together, which is where we met. We just came off winning the Division 1 championship, and tell us a little bit about that and your coaching.
No, 100%. So I mean, I've been with Renegades now since 2023, and yeah, like I said, just you meet a bunch of people, a bunch of ex-pros, and it was a different experience at Queensborough because Queensborough is like more guys my age, maybe a year older.
Everybody's just trying to make it,
and everyone's trying to make it professional. Now you're at an environment where either someone already played professional, whether it's first division, second division, third division, or and then as well you get introduced to like a lot of Sunday leagues or what they call it talacha, which in my town the people would always tell me like in the beginning. I played my first talacha at 18 years old. They gave me $50, like Freeport League, and the people in my town be like, "Yo, just stay away from these leagues. Like, just try to go professional." Because like they say, like you play those leagues, you get like. Don't get me wrong, like I know people that are making more than like a professional that trains every day.
That's why a lot of people stay here because they see the money.
Yep.
You could even tell, like, I won't lie to you, at that one point I was making probably like over 1.5 in just playing. I didn't even need to work, working was just extra for me, and you're having fun.
Yeah.
Right. So, and you only got to play like 3-4, my experience, I only need to play 3-4 games to get that.
Yeah.
So like, imagine there's other people that play even more than that,
6 games.
Yeah, 7 games, crazy. 8 games, you're killing yourself. But at the end of the day, it's money. Some people even quit to play those games. So but yeah, I understand when they tell you stay away from that, but how can you stay away from that when it's easy money, right? No, and then at 100%. The end of the day, what is the progression, like you said?
Yeah.
Because you're stuck. You're in Renegades, but Renegades is probably probably the best team in New York. If not, I believe that could be in the US, but What's after that?
Yeah. So the thing is, at least with me, like I've always like even with my time in Renegades, for example, I was in Colombia. I tried with Atlético Nacional, La Sub-20 under 20
Yeah.
team, and like I said, like probably like 6 guys I train with over there with the first team right now. I've played U20 national team for Colombia. Again, thing like it's timing, you know. I went there at 19, and these guys are like 2006, 2004, even
Yeah,
2007.
it's
So again,
different.
I guess in my career, the one thing has just been like timing. You know, like they've said you're talented, but just come you pulled up too late. Pulled up too late.
Like I said,
So
it's a little
yeah,
luck. It's sometimes it kind of affects you. I feel like luck is also part of the big major impact in like your
Yeah,
career,
I
because
agree.
if you don't you're coming in late.
yeah,
What if you would have been lucky and came a little 2 days earlier? Or
yeah.
I'm just hypothetically, but it's tough. It's tough here in the United States.
But yeah, definitely like and out there like I had opportunity again at 19 when you started Renegades and you saw me like I was away for those months and I had opportunity at around the same age and to train with another U20 team in a different part of Colombia. And but at that time I was just coming off training with the best team and then I was running low on money. This is the thing as a footballer, like if you don't have another source of income and you just solely depend on like if you don't have an online job or something like that, like once that saving runs up or once the number goes low, you tend to panic, and that's you
Yeah,
have to start
of
from
course.
zero when you get back home. So I was thinking about that, and then obviously at home I was getting paid per game, you know, whether it was with my team or with other leagues, and then the coaching, obviously like the goalie's hitting me up, oh, when you coming back, coach? When you coming back?
Yeah,
So that's basically like what happened, and it's not something I really regret because I feel like everything happens for a reason. But I feel like that could have led me to, I guess, my first pro contract because the connect I had there said like we would have got you some sessions with the first team and even like signed
And
you as a third goalkeeper. But at that time, I wasn't. I was just thinking about the short term, the quick money, my
yeah, I
business, my
think that's
family.
a big major part of the world we live in today, where everything is money now.
Yeah,
Especially at 20 years old, um, you could get signed or you could get money,
yeah,
because at the end of the day, playing in a pro team doesn't solidify you getting a contract, right?
yeah,
You could get dropped the next day,
oh,
and then what? You got to start all over again, no money, or God forbid you get hurt, then what?
yeah,
So I think it becomes a big major impact in like decision making, and that was, like I said, it's the same story. You look back and you say, can I have potential to go pro? Yes,
mm,
but I have it good back there,
yeah,
and like you're getting paid, you're getting all this money, you start realizing it. Let's say you didn't get
mm,
paid, who knows what would have been,
no,
the
yeah,
outcome. But since you live, we have this where we have the talacha, we have pirateo, where we're experienced to getting paid per game, whether it's 15 minutes, 30 minutes. I would honestly get paid
mm-hmm.
and I'll leave by half and I'll still get the full pay.
Yeah, it's
Why?
crazy.
Because you want me in your team, like I'm there, I perform, I get to go, and they can't say no because they're gonna need you for the next game.
Yeah, yeah,
So and you're like I said, it's the same story. We lived it, and it's a terrible feeling because who knows where we would have been today? Like back like if we got the right resources, the right guidance,
mm-hmm.
and but so you came back. Now you back in Renegades.
Yeah, so basically I'm back at Renegades. We're supposed to play another final. I don't know when. I haven't announced the date, but like, I definitely like, for example, like, say for example, like, I know I can at least get a season or two in somewhere. You know, I know someone's bound to say yes. Like as a goalie, I'm technically still young.
Yeah, of
I'm still
course.
gonna, I'm
Still
still gonna
young,
go on
still
trial,
young
give
is
it some shots. I know I can definitely do it. It's just now about just being more persistent, just I guess willing to sacrifice more because like even for me, for example, say I play your professional and I come back and I coach you could charge more for a session. You have more of a
yeah,
name.
of course.
I have a
More
good
resume,
experience.
academy resume,
Yeah, you
but
do.
I have no professional resume.
Yeah,
And as an amateur, I guess I had a good start to it, but then I guess, say quote unquote, I guess I kind of fell off the radar a bit, you know?
And so I mean, it's also dedication. I feel like if we really look a little bit more into that, of like situations like that where you don't have a resume, there's a lot of coaches, and I don't mean to be
Yeah,
messed up or in any way. I just like I'm really honest when it comes to
yeah,
soccer because I lived it. There's some there's some coaches that have no idea what they're doing,
yeah,
right? There's
yeah,
coaches that they terrible, like, and you put them to play even more terrible. So it's like as bad as brutal as it seems, like uh, I think it's just more of like if you saying like maybe you fell out, but I think it's just more of like you getting yourself more dedicated. Because the thing is
No,
that
definitely.
at your age, 21 years old, you have too many options. I could go
Yeah.
pro. I could make money. I could go coach. And then at the end of the day, you're stuck because you want to make so many decisions where you don't even know what you want to do at the end
Yeah,
of the
that's
day.
what happened to me.
So now it's more so if coaching is what you want to do, then you got to pull your whole eggs on that. Like they
Yeah.
say, you got to put all your eggs on that. If you want to go pro, give it one last shot, give it one last year, but put it all. Mind you, you might lose that,
Yeah.
but you don't know what's the outcome. I feel like that's just the only thing, like an advice that I could give you, because maybe I wish someone give me guidance at my age.
Yeah.
For me, it was more about money, 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 money. When I saw it, the more money I got, I don't need to work. I used to spend my money in casino, gambling. I went to clubs. I was making $1,000 minimum a week playing soccer at a professional level. I wasn't making none of that. Like I didn't even play pro to begin with, but that's why people stay. But that's just a little advice that I would give to you. And so so now, like you're there, you're in Renegades. You could continue on where you probably give it one more chance.
Nah, definitely. I've been training. Like at the end of the day, like coach, I guess is like one of my main sources of income. So like, literally just I'll coach in the afternoon, but I'll do gym. I'll train in the morning. Shout out my boy Dylan. We've been like training together and stuff. But
Oh, Delwyn, yeah.
yeah,
What I got
That's
here too, like
Glen Cove.
Glen Cove legend.
Glen Cove Messi, right? I heard.
bro, proper
Yeah.
player, bro.
Bro, no, he's a top player.
You
I've
gotta
seen
get
him.
him on here, bro.
Yeah,
He has so many
definitely.
stories.
But he's a top player. I
He
think.
played professional.
Yeah, he played in Salvador. He played
Sounds
professional
good.
level.
Where's he from? He's Salvadorian. right?
Salvadorian. And he's another one. Like it's like I believe he could have kept continuing, but the problem is that no guidance maybe.
Yeah.
No, like we don't experience those agencies where people already have an agent to guide us where to go.
Yeah.
And maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But hopefully he now I seen he started training too as well, right?
Yeah, nah, basically, like, we've coached some kids together and stuff just in Huntington because he lives in Huntington as well. And, like, yeah, like, he's basically, that's what I'm saying. Like, coaching is like, I've been doing this since I was 16, 17 years old. I started with a laundry bag, like, some balls that, like, I stole at the park, man. So, just,
what's your name?
Danny Private Training,
Danny Private Training.
Huntington, New York.
Huntington, New York.
Goalkeeper.
We're gonna
tap in, guys.
So that's your team now. That's the team that you basically are. You're trying to get out there. That's like you trying to recruit or like train private training.
So basically, just at the
How
moment,
did that
just
happen though?
private
Like,
training.
how did that happen? Like you just decided like that's something you wanted to do, or is it something like you saw? Could be a good business.
When I was like 16, 17, my mom was like, first of all, I had no job. I got my first, I guess, quote unquote, real job at 18. It was like a bus boy at a place called Fox Hollow in Woodbury, like events and stuff. Clock in at 3, sometimes clock out 3 or 5 p.m. Clock out like 3 in the morning, 3:30. So like,
Damn, a 12-hour shift.
like a lot. And like, bro, it takes your soul away, man. Like you don't want to train, you don't want to play. But it made me value football more. I'm grateful for the lessons I learned. Plus, I had friends there, so it was a goofy job.
Nah, yeah. I mean, it's always good in an environment when you have like friends like that.
Yeah. But basically, my mom was like, "You're a goalie. People know you in town. You're good. Why don't you teach other people?" In the beginning, I was like, I don't know. Like, I just don't want to play. I'm not really like a coach. I ended up working with a local club, like a summer camp called Huntington Inter FC. Shout out my man Jose. He gave me the opportunity to work with the camp, and I did it. Got paid for it. But then obviously at that time I wasn't stacking the money away. I was spending on food.
Yeah, of course.
The check, I would take it out half cash, half in my account. The half cash, it would be gone in probably in a week, bro.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
So yeah, basically that's how I started around 16 years old as a junior in high school. And then a senior, that's when I took like my first 2 privates. Both of them retired. Both of them. My man Edgar, he's a videographer. Shout out Edgar. I'm gonna introduce you to him one day. But he's photographer, videographer. Business is going well. But second goalie I ever trained, and then shout out Jake, the first goalie I ever trained. I think he does like band now, like in college. But basically, I just started little by little. Senior in high school, I'd make $40 a week. go straight to the barber shop, spend it. So I get a cut each week. People will be like, "Man, you got a haircut already, man." It's,
And it's just right here.
Nah,
think
there I was getting more. I was getting for the
It's
Colombian.
just
Like
a fade.
let me get
What
a
is this
little
called?
fade.
I forgot what is this
That's
called. Taper? Taper?
I started getting that recently, but when Julian saw me in the summer, I had the full Colombian cut where it's all, like faded with the mode. But yeah, basically, yeah, I started coaching at that time.
It's fire, man. But yeah, so that's where your head's at now. You're still trying to get a contract.
No, definitely, because I just see it as only right. Like,
you owe it to yourself.
yeah, like I've put too many years, and I've had a bunch of coaches told me like, you're talented, you can do it. Obviously, I knew the height played a factor. That's the toughest thing. But at the end of the day, it's like, imagine someone like my height makes it. Like, that's a great story to tell,
Yeah, of course.
100%.
And it's gonna pay back all the experiences, like.
100%.
I mean, hopefully that, like I said, the only thing is just if that's your goal, hopefully you put your whole 100% in, not 99, because that 1% could always like mess you up,
Yeah.
We're glad, we're always honored to have like, special players like yourself to
Thank
give
you.
us that feedback of like how it is, because I have a different story from you have a different story from Julian, and so on, and sometimes people don't understand like what it is that why we don't make it, right? Because a lot of people could be like, oh, it's un talento, or like, oh, it's a talent that got to waste. They don't really see like what's, like you said, behind the
so many factors,
of course. Like he started what, 13?
Yeah, started 13.
Think about it, like, man, what if he would have started before?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And for me, at least, like, what if I had a guidance at a young age where I was wanted by so many teams, and I ended up staying with the same local team that gave me the opportunity. In your case, you were giving no chance, and you had to prove yourself. So like, I feel like people love to hear those stories, because
I think it's important.
It's important, and like they also know that, like, damn, that could be me. Let me not make that mistake, because there's a lot of kids that watch any type of podcast, any type of videos, and they see like, damn, like maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe Danny did something that I'm not doing. Maybe I'm not eating well. Maybe I'm not sleeping well, or whatever it is, So
you can definitely take away some things.
Even as like the smallest things, So like I said, we're glad to hear your story, and like, hopefully it doesn't end today. Hopefully it continues, and you're young. And
yeah, you're really young, bro.
Especially for a goalie.
For goalie too, you're really young.
There's always a limit for me though. Like I knew at 21, if I wasn't pro, like it's time to work for me. You know what I mean? But everybody has a different time. Like you said, God has a plan for everybody. God has a time for everybody. And maybe it wasn't my time to shine. Maybe it's your time to shine at this age. Maybe it's Julian's time to shine here in 3 years. We don't know, right? God has a perfect plan for all of us. And just basically, just for yourself, just maybe something you want to say to everybody, to those kids watching you and seeing you, something you want to say to them.
No, 100%. Again, thank you guys for having me.
Sure.
Dope podcast today. And yeah, it's an honor. And yeah, just, put your faith in God. Work hard, man. Be disciplined. And, if you have a goal out there, really set it, like, and go for it. Because people are going to be, nah, like, there's classic Hispanic saying, like, ponete a trabajar, like, estás gastando su tiempo. You're wasting your time. Go get a real job. And, like, if you really see it, then, like, go for it and make a full push, like you said before. And like, yeah, at the end of the day, whether like it's like that kid Edgar I coached, man. Like maybe he didn't continue being a goalie, but the lessons you learn from your sport or whatever discipline you practice, you use into business. And then just literally just never forget where you come from, take care of the people you love, and yeah, that's what I would say, man.
Thank you, man. We appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your story, for opening up, and I hope you make it pro, man. I hope you continue. I hope you get that contract. And if you don't, you're gonna have some good stories to tell. You're gonna have more experience, and I'm sure you'll apply it to your business or to coaching, and it will serve a purpose at the end of the day, regardless. So no regrets. 100%. But yeah, thank you, man. Anything else? That's it, right?
No, I think we covered everything, and like I just to finish it off as well. Like basically said it all. We're happy to have you here. Hopefully, this is not the last time we have you here. Hopefully, you make it pro and we'll have you.
Next episode is after your contract, so
yeah, hopefully, yeah.
That's
after your contract,
the
hopefully
deal.
get it.
That's
and
the
I
deal.
hope next time you come with your gold chain.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
we'll be uploading that.
And one last thing, we're gonna put all his socials in the description. So if you want to keep up with him, you want to be trained by him. He does a lot of content as well. So if you're in the soccer world, if you're trying to be a pro or anywhere,
or even content,
or even just interested in content, give him a follow. And yeah, thank you guys.
thank you, boys.